How's everybody doing today? This is Corey Lee's boxing. This is our Thursday night show. Um, wow, man, we got a lot to get into, man. But I hope everybody's having a great week, man. This is the tail end of the week, man. We got some great fights coming up, you guys. Great Showbox card tomorrow that I just heard about. I kind of knew something about it, but I kind of forgot about it too. My bad. But yeah, I mean, it's a Showbox card coming up tomorrow, you guys. So I'm gonna be streaming that live, man. I can't wait. And then we got Gassiev Usyk this weekend as well, man. On your way in, you guys, please smash the hell out of that like button, you guys. And subscribe if you can, man. And share this if you can too as well. But yeah, man, we got Usyk Gassiev this weekend. We got Jaime Munguia, the 154 phenomenon, man. Very young, one of the youngest champions in the world of boxing right now, man. So he's coming up as well, man. And I think it's gonna be a great, show this weekend, man. You know what I mean? I think the Jaime Munguia show is in Vegas, or in California, you know what I mean? And the Usyk Gassiev show is gonna be in Russia. So that's gonna be awesome as well, you guys. And like I said, I think it's really good, man. You know what I mean? And we got those type of fights going down this weekend, man. And gives us something to look forward to, man. And the week after that, we got Mikey Garcia as well, man. So you know what I mean? I think it's some good things coming up, man. Alex Santos said, "What's up? You're the first one in here, man. Thanks, man. All love, my brother." Larissa Dana says, "What's good, Corey Lee?" Chris says, "Another banger." Sean the Icon, he says, "What's good?" Harden says, "What's up, my brother?" At Corey Lee's Boxing. Felix Nunez says, KIK. What's up, Felix? How you doing, man? You already know, man. Larissa Dana says, that's always beat me. I want to be the first one in the chat. Alex Santos says, you heard rumors that there may be a WBSS for the heavyweight division. Yeah, I've heard a little bit about that. I definitely heard a little bit about that. And I'm like, I don't know how they're gonna do that because Anthony Joshua's got most of the belts, and Deontay Wilder's got the other belt. I mean, the only way they could do it is if they all fight for Manuel Char's belt. You know what I mean? The WBA regular belt. But I don't really see that going down as well, man. Snowball says Garcia versus Usyk will be the fight of the year. You think so, Snowball? Man, I hope so, man. I really do, man. I think Gassiev of Dortacos was a really good matchup as well, man. I think that was a really good matchup too, man. That they did their thing, man. I really think the ending was so masterful, man. That knockout at the very end and Dortacos going through the ropes, man, it was awesome, man. I was really pleased when I seen that, man. I was like, wow, this dude just got knocked through the ropes, man. But it was awesome. It was an awesome thing to see. You know what I mean? I was just really taken away by it, man, for real, for real. And then we got the Anthony Joshua, and Big Baby Miller, Big Scrum, at the DAZN reveal. You know what I mean? So it's one of those type of situations where these guys are heavyweights. Anthony Joshua and Alexander Povetkin, they were doing a face off, man. And when they were doing a face off, Big Baby Miller started chirping, "You're a sucker, you're a pussy, you're a this, you're a that." And then things got to flying, and they really got real heated, man. And then Anthony Joshua walked over there towards they kind of met. Anthony Joshua and Big Baby Miller met, man, and it was just like, and then Eddie Hearn tried to break it up. He tried to break up a 315-pound man and a 260-pound man, and Eddie Hearn's right in the middle of it, like, "Hey guys, let's break it up, man." I don't know what he was thinking, dude, or was he thinking? I mean, come on, man. What else we got going on? It says Sean Aka says, "What do you think about Garcia and Tank? You talking about Tank Day? You talking about Tank Davis, Javante Davis versus Ryan Garcia? Oh wow, that's pretty good too, man. That's a big matchup as well, man. You gotta understand, man. Ryan Garcia and Javante Davis, man. It's one of those type of situations where these two guys are ready to fight, man. And I feel like, when they're there, I think the fight should get made a lot sooner than what when we won. I know Oscar De La Hoya said live. I was just looking at his interview he did with Fight Hype, I think it was. Oscar De La Hoya said, guys like Javante Davis and Tevin Farmer and other people in that weight class and weight classes nearby need fighters like Ryan Garcia. He's like, yeah, Ryan Garcia only has 15 fights. And, I find it really amusing that Javante Davis is calling him out. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, wow. He's kind of protecting his fighter, but then he's trying to throw some cheap shots as well. But he's a promoter, man. You know what the promoters do. You know what Oscar De La Hoya is going to do as well. So I mean, it's one of those type of situations where he's trying to build it up, but they are definitely supposed to be sparring. They're supposed to be meeting up, and they're supposed to be sparring. If you see my video I made yesterday, they're supposed to be sparring next week, you guys. So the Javante Davis versus Tank Davis sparring session is supposed to be going down next week, you guys. They've been having back and forth, conversations, I think, through Instagram Messenger. Through Instagram or whatever, and they're talking about they got the location and everything, man. So it's crazy, man. Alex Santos says, "Isn't Tevin gonna fight in Australia?" I've been hearing about that as well. I think he might be fighting Billy Dib. I'm not sure. I know the Asian guy got disqualified, man, for the Tevin Farmer fight. When he lost to the Asian guy, he got disqualified. Because of, everything that was going down, man. He pissed dirty in that fight, So Tevin Farmer lost. The Asian guy got the belt, but then the Asian guy pissed dirty. And they were fighting for Javante Davis's old belt, the belt he lost at the scale. So the whole situation was huge. This is a big F up. You know what I mean? So I think Tevin Farmer is supposed to be fighting for that as well. I know Javante Davis wants that smoke, but hey, man, we'll see. We'll see if that goes down. What's up? It says, yup, Billy Dib, 15 days. Oh, they're supposed to be fighting in 15 days in BT Boxing. You gonna be going to that fight? I think, aren't you in Australia in BT Boxing? What's up, Bracy1? What's going on, fam? How you doing today, my brother? How everything going with you today, man? Bracy1, shout out Bracy1 in the chat, man. That's my boy. Yo, he is fighting, man. He is fighting on. Yo, my boy. Oh, my boy. Shout out my boy MBT Boxing, man. He be knowing about that shit, dog. That's my boy right there, dog. MBT Boxing, man. So yeah, Billy Dib and Tevin Farmer are fighting for the vacant IBF World Strap. I'm gonna be doing a video about that, man. I'm gonna definitely be doing a video about that, you guys. Let me send my brother Black Horseman this Lizink. You already know, man. You know my brother Black Horseman is he's ready to go. And yeah, man. So, Billy Dib versus Tevin Farmer. That's gonna be a great fight. I got Tevin Farmer in that fight. I think Tevin Farmer does way too much, and he's way more too busy. I think he possibly could stop Billy Dib. Don't be surprised, MBT Boxing, if he might stop him. You never know, man. MBT says, yes, sir. I got my 7 tickets. Oh, yeah, MBT. I knew it, man. You in Australia. That's good, man. How far is that fight going to be from where you live at, MBT? That's what's up, dog. It's a little Australia showdown for you, man. A little world title. I mean, world title fights don't come that much in Australia. So, I mean, I know you guys are, I know you being a boxing fan, I know you're all over it. Is this sold out, MBT Boxing? And how much were the tickets, my brother? That's going to be a hell of a fight, man. Tevin Farmer on the way back, on the backtrack and get his, try to hopefully can get his belt back. I'm favoring Tevin Farmer in that matchup against Billy Dib. Remember, you guys, Billy Dib used to be signed at 50 Cent promotion. I think it was SMS Sports or some shit. He used to be signed to that though, man. So like I said, it's gonna be a great fight. I'm favoring Tevin Farmar. And he said 38-minute drive. That ain't bad at all, man. And Australia's a really big country, man. So that's awesome, MBT Boxing. You must not be too far from the city then. MBT Boxing says, I wouldn't be shocked at all. I got him stopping Billy Dib on his feet. Oh, wow. MBT Boxing says, no way. It sells out. Laugh out loud. 65 Australia for the seats and 3,000 Australia for a table of 10 with service. Damn, 3,000. I'm not paying 3,000 for Billy Dib. Have you lost your mind? Hell no. I can't do it, bro. I'm sorry, man. I can't do it. I cannot do it, dog. Billy Dib, no way, dog. 10,000, 3,000 to watch Billy Dib, Tevin Farmar? Hell no, dude. I'm sorry. But yeah, man, Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis, they're supposed to be squaring off in this highly publicized sparring session, man. Next week, man. I think this could be I think this could be good, man. But Oscar De La Hoya is like, I don't know what they're doing. When he asked about him, he like Oscar De La Hoya said today in the interview, man. I might make a video about that as well. He said that fighters like Gervonta Davis and Tevin Farmar and other fighters around that weight class need Ryan Garcia. They need him. It's specifically what he said today, you guys. I think he's off his rocker with that. I don't think fighters like Gervonta Davis need Ryan Garcia by no means. You know what I mean? I just don't think that, you guys. I really don't, man. I really, really don't. You know what I mean? Because you got fighters out here nowadays, man. You got fighters out here nowadays that are in their own lane and they're promoting themselves. Like Ryan Garcia is definitely being promoted, right? I think he's doing a hell of a job. What Oscar De La Hoya is with only having, I think Ryan Garcia only has 15 fights, so he's doing a great job. I'm not taking anything away from him. Smash the hell out of that like button, you guys, on the way in, man. If you can, smash the hell out of that like button, you guys. Ronald Finkley, what's good, my brother? Boxing is me. What's up, man? We're talking Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis. I want to see how they do, though. I really want to see. I want to see. Do you guys think that Ryan Garcia is better than Billy Dib and Tevin Farmar? I mean, that'll be a great. That'll be a pretty good question. I'm just being honest with you guys. I think that'll be a pretty good question. Do you guys think that he's better? I mean, being honest with you guys, Miss Boxing Fanatic, what's going on? Sean Icon says, Ronald Finkley says Ryan Garcia about to have a closed door beatdown. God damn, dog. You think so, man? Hey, man, I can't wait to see it, man. I told my boy Barbershop Conversations that live in Cali. He doesn't live too far from where Ryan Garcia, I guess, trains at. I told him to send me that video as soon as they get that shit made, dog. As soon as they, know what's going on with everything, the sparring and stuff like that. Send me the sparring footage, dog, if you can. He was like, all right. But yeah, okay. Sean Akon says, I think he means the calling out he does having them fighters looking over their shoulders. Yeah, you got that right, dude. You definitely got that right, man. Because you gotta understand. I mean, you got Oscar De La Hoya does not have that many stars. Let's be honest with you. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be honest with you. Ryan Garcia, with only having 15 fights, he's made a hell of a name for himself. He didn't even go to the Olympics or anything. And just being a professional, man, I think he's made a hell of a name for himself. I'm gonna be honest with you. Does that mean he beats Gervonta Davis when they spar? I'm not gonna say that, man. I'm actually gonna favor Gervonta Davis in that sparring. You know what I mean? Because whenever you are ready to go Corey Lee has the bangers in the trunk. What's up? What's up, World Breaker Fighting? What's up, my brother? You already know, my brother. If you free, let me know, World Breaker, man. You already know you good. Alex Santos says Corey Lee, at Corey Lee, 3,000 AU is a lot indeed, which inverts to $2,209.66 in the US. That means Australia money is better than the US money. God damn, dude. Everybody got better money than us, man. The fuck, man. I am free. Okay. Free like clink from Amsterdam. Okay, man. Okay. Oh, Perfection. What's good, my brother? Smash the hell out of that like button, you guys, on the way in, man. This is Corey Lee's boxing, baby. We in here, man. We in here. Yeah, so Ryan Gar, like I was telling everybody in the chat, if you guys are just coming in, Oscar De La Hoya made a crazy claim today. He said that, fighters like, and I specified like Gervonta Davis need Ryan Garcia in the sport of boxing. They need him, I'm like, what? This guy just said some of the most outlandish things I've ever heard a promoter say, dog. He might have Eddie Hearn beat. I don't know. I think Eddie Hearn might have him beat for right now, though, man. But yeah, man, it's crazy though, man. It's getting to a point now, you guys, where it's getting out of hand, man, with all the crazy shit going down. What did Quincy say? Invest in Bitcoin. What Quincy do, you guys? What Quincy do? Damn, he said invest in Bitcoin. What did Quincy do? Did he say something crazy, you guys? I ain't even see if. What did he do? Let me know. But yeah, man. What did Quincy say? That's what I'm trying to ask. What Quincy say, World Breaker?
What's up, dog? Just checking my Vato mustache and goatee. So.
Oh, what's up, my brother? What's up, Black Horseman? What you guys doing today, man?
We just got off the UGC.
Oh, y'all just got off the UGC. Yeah, I was taking a shower, man, getting myself ready for this live stream, man. How you guys been doing? Black Horseman, I feel like it's been like 2 months, dog.
Hey, can you hear me?
Can I hear you? Hold on. Let me turn my shit up. Hello, can you talk again?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
We sure can.
All right, no doubt. Yeah, I came in like a couple seconds before World Breaker. You couldn't hear me.
Oh no, because I couldn't. I had my screen closed off. I was trying to fix something on my title and shit. But yeah, man. Welcome back, you guys. Black Horseman Promotions up in the building. We got World Breaker Fighting in the building. Yeah, man. So yeah, World Breaker's back. Everybody saying, what did Quincy do, World Breaker? You timed him out. He said Bitcoin.
Oh, I thought it was troll shit. I struck quickly without judgment.
Oh yeah. Hey Quincy, my bad, man. He thought he was trolling, man. You good though, Quincy, man. Yeah, Quincy's cool, man. Nah, you good, you all good. It was just a misunderstanding. Yeah. So Quincy, you good, man. Like I said, I've heard a lot of people in that Bitcoin shit. I don't know how, what's up with that Bitcoin shit neither. And like I said, man, I don't. you might win money, you might lose money. I don't know, man. Any of you guys invested in Bitcoin?
I touched on it a little bit, didn't like it. I pulled out. I pulled out like a dude not trying to get somebody pregnant. So
damn, yo.
Hey, I'm serious.
Yeah, man. So Black Horseman, man, what's going on with you, man? How you been doing, man?
All good, man. Shit, I was thrown off by some comments I heard in the interview with Big Baby Miller, but other than that, nigga, I'm straight.
Oh, what's up? Talk about that shit, man. This is the platform, dog. What's up, man?
Talking about that shit, man. This nigga Big Baby Miller, bro, coming out the closet, homie.
What?
Coming out the closet, dog. His comments was just crazy, dog.
What he saying now, dog?
So I watched the interview from the Boxing Voice, man. This guy stated, they would ask him like, man, what happened with the conversation between you and Joshua, this, that, and the other? This motherfucker was started wilding out, man. He said he considers it turning up. I consider it coming out the closet. This nigga said, he quoted Mike Tyson. He said, I'm gonna fuck him till he love me. That's what he said.
Oh yeah, oh man, I think
shit.
I heard about that on the Boxing Voice, but I wanted to not hear that shit.
Then the nigga said he said Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua can lick my balls. Nigga, I was just like, nigga, what? I'm talking about I'm at work, nigga, and I'm listening to the interview with the earbuds
crazy, bro.
in my ear, nigga. I'm like, what the fuck?
That shit is
you know
crazy,
what I'm saying?
bro.
I just think like when talking tough goes too far, nigga. When talking tough
and
goes
you know what? I think what Boxing Voice did that interview, right?
Yeah.
I think Ness was taken back by it. I think Ness was like, yo, what are you like, what's up, dude? Like, but yeah, man, like I said, man, it's one of those type of situations, man, where, you know, Big Baby Miller says a lot of outlandish things out of his mouth, man. And no, that's one of them, you guys. I mean, he says a lot of stuff that's very judgmental, very disrespectful. And like I said, you know, he said he's had relations with Deontay Wilder's wife. Now he's inviting, you know, world champions to his private parts, and he's saying he wants to take out Anthony Joshua's mom on it. Well, he said he has an initial date with Anthony Joshua's mother, biological mother, and you know, it's just like, you know, some of this stuff is distasteful at the least, you know. But with that being said, man, he's trying to catch headlines. He is catching headlines indeed. And if that's the route he wants to go with it, man, hey, man, by all means, man, but you're going to be building up a lot of enemies on the way up there, man. You know what I'm saying? And hey, man, I've seen Deontay Wilder put a guy in a 3-week coma, a la Akar Spilka. You could possibly be next, Big Baby. I mean, what do you guys think about a Big Baby Miller versus Deontay Wilder possible showdown, man? Does he have any chance?
No,
nigga, fuck no. I think Joshua will stretch his ass.
That's what I was thinking, dog. But I've been seeing some other people that have channels say that Big Baby Miller will beat Joshua. I've seen that.
World Breaker think he got a chance.
I think he has a chance.
Speak on it, World Breaker. Why do you feel like Big Baby Miller has a chance with Anthony? You know what, Joshua?
No.
Yo, Black Horseman back on this shit.
let me first start off by saying that I don't support phallic endeavors being asked to be performed on grown ass men by other men. So at the end of the day, Big Baby is more than suspect. He is 3/4 out of the closet. He has decided to take a route that he should pay for with the concussion. I honestly feel that way. Now, going on to the fight, I feel as if Big Baby has a chance with Joshua simply because he moves pretty well for a man of his girth. And so if he said, no, see, that's the problem with you young bucks. Hey, the word girth.
Black Horse is always saying pause, man. So that's what he does, man.
I'm trying to.
I'm sorry. I listened to an interview, a live stream of Troy King today. He got me back saying pause.
God damn it.
but at the end of the day, let the fans know World Breaker Fight. And if you guys haven't known, this is World Breaker Fight, man. It's one of my brothers as well, man. You know, he has a boxing channel as well, man. Go subscribe to him. But he let them guys know why are you screw all the bullshit they're talking outside of the ring, because that does nothing for them inside of the ring. You know, unless you are Mike Tyson and you intimidate the fuck out of your opponents. But these guys are saying other shit. They're not even trying to intimidate. They're just saying, you know, shit to get up underneath their skin. But why do you think Big Baby Miller, one of the heaviest heavyweights in heavyweight history, at a weight of 315 pounds, but is only about 6'3", Black Horseman? I don't think he's even 6'3".
Who, Miller?
6'2"? Yeah.
Somewhere, I mean, at the highest 6'3".
Okay.
He looks 6'1".
He's about 6'1", 315. Why does he have a chance against Anthony Joshua, World Breaker fighting?
Besides,
shout out to the chat, you guys. I'll be reading the chat in a minute. If you have any questions for me or any of the guys on the panel, just say @CorleyBoxing and we will read it up. Go ahead,
World Breaker?
I think besides the homoerotica references he used, if he lays his large ass body on him and works the inside and keeps whatever, he keeps that shit.
I'm trying to be serious.
Dude comes out using his weight to drain the fucking energy out of his. And keeps Josh punches short and just lays on him. I'm sorry, he has to lay his big ass on him. I think he can drain his stamina and he can outscore him. He'll tire him out. Joshua has horrible stamina, so I think if he puts his big ass body on Joshua, Black Horseman, you got me fucked up now, bro. The bottom line is, if he stays on him, he sticks and moves. He slides the body. He keeps Joshua's game short. He has a serious chance at making it work. Now, the possibility of him winning, I can't co-sign to that. But if he definitely goes a different route with his game plan and uses that big rotund ass weight he has,
Big Baby, hold on, Terrence. In the chat, I don't mean to cut you off, World Breaker. Terrence, Big Baby has went 12 rounds. He just went 12 rounds against Derchenko in his last bout. He just went 12 rounds, Terrence. So that's a fun fact for you, my brother Baldwin. Go ahead, World Breaker.
Yeah, I honestly think if he uses what he has, and what he has is a kingpin built body, he can lay on the dude and cause his stamina to wane. Both of the guys have stamina issues, in my opinion, but Big Baby, carrying the weight that he does, has better stamina than Joshua does at a lesser weight. And Joshua was clearly at minimum 20 pounds lighter than he was in his last fight at that press conference. Blue Blood said he looked like he weighed even less than that. So he was thinking he'd lost 25, 30 pounds. And I was I was being conservative. I was thinking 20. No, he does not look the size he did a few months ago.
Wow.
So I would venture to say the guy's about 230, and Blue Blood was thinking less than that. So there again, the PED rumors, they're being substantiated a little bit with this dramatic weight loss. A guy doesn't lose that much weight. He's not an athletic guy. He has a good build, but he's not a real athlete. He's not a top level athlete, in my opinion, when it comes to just being athletic. So he can't move fast. He can't do certain things that a Wilder can do. So you'll see. I think the possibility is if Big Baby Miller can change his game plan and just lay his fat ass on him, he might have a chance. I'm not saying he'll win, but he may have a chance.
Wow. So what do you think, Black Horseman? What's his name? Jarrell Miller versus Anthony Josh. I'm getting a little feedback from one of you guys' computers or something. But what do you think, Black Horseman? You think Jarrell Miller just gets stretched, Black Horseman?
I think Joshua stretches his ass. Go ahead, mute. Okay, you still hear the echo?
I don't hear it no more.
Okay, it was coming from World Breaker. I told you it was you, dog. In my last one.
Yo,
it was the last one, dog. You know it was.
Both y'all
go
niggas,
ahead.
Man.
So Black Horseman, you just think he gets stretched within 5 rounds? What is it? Just complete annihilation?
Well, the thing about it is, Big Baby Miller don't have no pop, bro. He don't have no crack at all. You know what I mean? Unless he got some crack in Brooklyn on a block or some shit. But when it comes to that ring, bro, he ain't got no crack. You know what I mean? Like you said, he went 12 in his last fight. He was hitting that nigga with every fucking thing, and it went 12. You know what I'm saying? Joshua, man, I think Joshua has the chance to stop his ass. You know what I mean? And yes, they both have stamina issues or whatnot. But I'm picking Joshua. I'm not even a fan of Joshua, but I still pick Joshua to beat Jarrell Miller. You know what I'm saying? Possibly by stoppage, maybe late stoppage or some shit like that. I don't think he has enough power to knock out Anthony Joshua. I don't think that he has that kind of power. You know what I mean? I just think that Anthony Joshua especially with them comments and shit, man. I just hope he stretched motherfucking Jared Miller.
So you really truly want a stretch season right now?
Nigga, get him out of there. I mean, I don't even want to see him in there with Deontay Wilder. We all know what the fuck's gonna happen if you get in there with Deontay Wilder, but you know, like that'll be a good fight for Anthony Joshua. Like, say, you know, I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen with this fight against Povetkin. I really don't know, you know, because hey, both of them might be, you know, juiced up. I mean, I heard they trying to they're doing the testing, right? The random blood and urine and some shit. So I don't know what's gonna happen with this fight. We don't know what we're gonna see from either of these fighters, but I don't, you know, if he can't get that fight with Deontay Wilder next, I would actually watch him and Gerald Miller fight. You know what I mean? And I would actually be rooting for him to stretch Gerald Miller. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Get his ass out of there, man. Motherfucker from, you know, and you know, I was asking people in questions in my chat, like, man, is this how these niggas talk out there in Brooklyn or whatever case? You know, and so because I wanted to, you know, get some feedback on that, but it's just like, man, you know, he's just been ultimately disrespectful on so many levels, man, to where it's just like, bro, you went from talking about you fucking another dude's baby mother to now, you know, you want to fuck somebody till you love them, to you telling a grown man to lick your balls, and it's just like, bro, look, man, go ahead and get in the ring, and I hope these motherfuckers, you know, lay your ass out where you face down, ass up. And then, you know what I'm saying, we'll see who be talking all that gay shit, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. But, you know, when it comes to this shit, man, it's just like, just stick to the sport, man. Stick to fighting. And, you know, it's a different way. You know, you don't have to turn up on this kind of level. You know what I mean? It's just like, hey, the dude not fighting you, he not fighting you. But, you know, when we looking at this particular fight and I look at these two fighters, you know, both of them ain't shit compared to Wilder, in my opinion, you know, but I think Joshua won't have no issues with this guy. You know what I mean? Keep him outside that jab and counterpunch his ass with that straight right. And his fat ass is gonna fucking make a fucking dent in the whole middle of the ring and shit, in my opinion.
All right, man. So yeah, man. So with that being said, you guys, is another topic that I had really wanted to get onto, man, because it kind of shakes up the Gervonta Davis division, man. There's a Tevin Farmer versus Billy Dibb coming up in the next 2 weeks live in Australia for the vacant IBF, you know, the IBF super featherweight title. So pretty much Gervonta Davis's old strap, they will be fighting for Billy Dibb, Tevin Farmer. We can break that down in a minute, but and in relation to that, in the same division, you got Gervonta Davis, you know, he's going in on you know, Ryan Garcia about this, you know, so-called sparring session that's supposed to be going down next weekend, you guys. Who do you guys have winning this sparring session? Will this sparring session happen? And you know, does it hit you guys' radar, man? Do you guys, you know, I mean, I want to see it personally, man, but you know, World Breaker Fighting, do you want to see it? I mean, how you feeling about it? All right, Black Horseman, how you feeling about it, my brother? We got another Cali.
I feel nobody will win.
I had to take myself off mute.
Go ahead.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Yeah, that's what it was. I was trying to find my screen.
Oh, okay. You good?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just, you know, listening in. This is the way I feel.
All right.
Ryan Garcia dies in sparring. That's it.
Damn, dog. Just straight up like that, man. Damn. All right, man. So, shit.
That's all I got to say about that.
Black Horseman, how you feeling about it, my brother?
I don't think anybody will win because I don't think it will ever happen. I think it's just a bunch of talk. It's just a bunch of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just a bunch of bullshit in the media, you know what I'm saying, to get everybody talking about it. But at the end of the day, if it happens, it happens. But I don't think it will. I really don't think it will happen.
Wow. Okay, man. That's what's up, though, man. And you know, you guys out there that want to see, you know, Gervonta Davis take an L, I don't think it'll be with Ryan Garcia as of right now. I think Ryan Garcia has a hell of a lot of catching up to do right now with you know, let's be honest, you know, Ryan Garcia has only had 15 fights. Gervonta Davis had over 20 fights so far. And you know, Gervonta Davis is a world champion. Ryan Garcia hasn't even hit the brim of being a world champion yet, you know? I mean, let's be honest, you know, I mean, if you're talking, you know, world champions, you know, your first thought is not Ryan Garcia. You know what I mean? He's not even picked up. I'm not even sure if he's picked up any reasonably good belts so far. You know what I mean? I mean, any intercontinental belts. His last fight against Jason Velaz was 16-4. It went all 10 rounds, and it was for the vacant, the WBO, NABO super featherweight title, and it was for the NABF vacant title. So he fought for 2 vacant titles in his last fight, and I'm pretty sure that Oscar De La Hoya is gonna match him up really, really, really well, man. But with that being said, you guys, we also have another fight coming up this weekend. Jaime Munguia versus Liam Smith, you guys. How do you guys got that fight going down, man? And I'll do my assessment, man. But does Liam Smith stand a chance in this fight?
It's death by motherfucking blows.
Another death in the ring from World Breaker.
Hey, I'm about that execution.
Damn, bro.
Death by motherfucking blows.
So break it down for us, World Breaker.
Well, Liam Smith is British. And fucking Jaime Munguia is Mexican. I'm gonna just go with the Mexican on this. From what I've seen of the Mexican gentleman, he's a brutal.
So you're gonna go with the Mexican, okay?
Well, I'll tell you why I'm gonna go with the Mexican against the British guy. I haven't seen Liam. I think I've seen Liam Smith fight twice. He won't be able to get out of the way of Munguia, and Munguia is coming forward and he's coming to bash. And so, but for a guy his size. At that weight, the guy is athletic, and he has a killer instinct, and I love that about him. So I just think his mentality beats Liam Smith alone, and that's how I view it. It's not going to be a technical analysis from me on that. I just think it's an ass whooping.
Okay, so Alex Santos says at Coily Boston, I just saw the conference face off. Liam ain't that short compared to Munguia. And Felix Nunez says Jaime Munguia is the real deal. Black Horseman Promotions, my brother. How you feeling about this fight coming up this weekend?
I honestly feel like if it's not Jared Hurd, Jamel Charlo, somebody up on that level, I don't see him losing. You know what I'm saying? It got to be somebody up there at the top.
That's pretty good perspective.
Yeah, I'm not, Liam Smith, come on. You know what I mean? Like, it got to be somebody who's a real
former world champion, though.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Former for a reason. You know what I mean?
Hey, I am a facts world breaker. Facts. You can't.
I know it, but
he's going to go down in history.
Donald Trump is president. But shit, is he president? That's the whole fucking.
Yeah, he's president.
No, but is he president? Title.
Yeah, he's president, world breaker.
Title versus president. I'm just saying title versus.
How do you put politics in this? Like, how does that even happen?
I put everything in anything. That's what it is.
Whoa, Black Horseman, can I get that pause from you one time?
No, I didn't know pause.
Pause.
On cue. Hey, Black Horseman, on cue.
Pause.
A world where he pauses every day. It's only a matter of time. He just farted. Pause.
Oh my god, yo! What channel is the fight on? It's on HBO? Okay, the Liam Smith versus Jaime Munguia is gonna be on HBO, and they have an undercard on that fight as well. You guys, it's gonna be an undefeated. I can't remember his name, man. He's Puerto Rican. He's an undefeated Spanish Puerto Rican guy, and it's gonna be the undercard. I want to see that co-main event as well. It's gonna be a good co-main event too, you guys. I'm not sure with his opponent, but I know that the co-main event will be pretty good as well. And it's a double header, both world title fights, you guys. So I do know that much, you guys. So Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern time on HBO, it'll be two world title fights, you guys. Jaime Munguia and Puerto Rican guy that I think he's at featherweight. I think. I'm not for sure, but I know somebody in the chat will probably be able to let me know about that. But yeah, man. So Black Horseman, you pretty much got Liam Smith getting washed.
Yeah, man. I really honestly think that Jaime Munguia, he's up there. You know what I mean? Like, I think the only guys that can really beat him is you got to be a Hurd, you got to be a Jermell Charlo, you got to possibly maybe a Laura has a chance against this guy. I don't know, but you got to be up there. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's up at the top level of the 154 division. Even though this guy's a former champion, I don't think that he has anything to stop Jaime Munguia from stopping him. You know what I mean? So that's my personal opinion. Hey, and my question is, so he's not signed with Golden Boy?
No, they're still in talks right now. As of right now, they're still in talks. They're working on a long-term deal as a co-promotional deal. But right now, Golden Boy Promotions and Oscar De La Hoya, they are co-promoting Jaime Munguia as of right now. That's why he's televised on HBO.
Oh, okay, because I'm like, the rest of the Golden Boy fighters I've been seeing on the app, so that's what kind of made me question that.
Yeah, that's a great question, man. You know, I think HBO might be very interested, if not all the way interested in Jaime Munguia, because let's be honest, he's a young, I think Saddam Ali had an HBO deal as well, and with him getting upset in that fashion, they could have possibly just went from, okay, this is our guy, but who the hell is this guy? You know what I mean? I mean, that's how it works though, Black Horse. I mean, you know how the business is. You know what I mean? Like, Saddam Ali's not hot anymore after beating Miguel Cotto. Who the fuck is that guy?
Who the fuck is that guy? Like McGregor.
So they look straight down the line and they're like, okay, Saddam Ali, he's pretty good. Miguel Cotto, he's pretty good. They fought for the same belt. But then Jaime Munguia, who the fuck is that guy? You know what I mean? Like, who is that guy? This guy just came from Mexico, from a village in Mexico, and nobody, he's got 28 professional fights, leading up to that. And I feel like, we've been hearing about it, on this show with, I don't know if you've been hearing about it too, World Breaker, but me, Black Horseman, Boxing Clinic, and Cali Enigma, we've all been talking about this Jaime Munguia kid before the fight actually started and before he beat Saddam Ali. And I was actually on note that I was on note, and I made a video about this. I think that Jaime Munguia could very well possibly be Mexico's next American superstar. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
He definitely has I think that he's a very exciting fighter. Like I've been waiting to watch him again.
Shout out to the chat, you guys. I haven't forget you guys. Just put at Corey Lisa. I know you guys are going back and forth, so I don't want to interrupt you guys' conversation. But if you have anything to say on the show, and I don't mind pointing it out, but just put at Corey Lee's Boxing, and we'll read it for you guys. You know what I mean? But go ahead, go ahead, Black Horseman. Do you think he's this next superstar?
I think he definitely has the potential, man. Like he's definitely has the style that is fan friendly. Like I said, I don't even know too much about him, but I'm looking forward to seeing his next fight because of what he was able to do against Saddam Ali. Now a lot of people be like, well, Saddam Ali shouldn't even had that belt. He shouldn't even been in there with him. And they say shit like it was a setup or whatever the case, but it doesn't take away from the fact that Jaime Munguia looked impressive. You know what I mean? And the way he finished the fight with that lead left hook, I was like, God damn, like, that shit looked good. You know what I mean? That was impressive. So, I just think that he has all the potential, like I say, this guy has pretty much everything. He has knockout power, he has a size, he's a big 154 pounder, and it looks like, a lot of people probably will want to sign him. I'm sure Top Rank will want him. Golden Boy wants him. HBO is, he's going to be fighting on HBO. So it's like definitely HBO wants to be able to, give him that exposure, so that they can get the credit for it and get the views and probably want to build him up, if it's not a black fighter, they all in, you know what I mean? So that's just the reality of it. But as far as what he does in that ring, I want to see what he can do against higher level competition. And then the mere fact that he's calling out top competition like Jermell Charlo, Jarrett Hurd. Matter of fact, he said he would prefer Jarrett Hurd over Jermell Charlo. So
holy, yeah, break that down as well, man. We got to get into all that shit, all the goodies today.
So it's like, especially in this type of era of boxing now where it's just a lot of, excuse my language, a lot of hoe ass niggas, man. It's just a lot of fuck shit going on.
Don't hold back on Corey Lee's Boxing, baby.
I'm sorry, man. It's a lot of hoe ass niggas, man. It's a lot of fuck shit going on in boxing. A lot of business talk, A lot of guys saying we need to build the fight. Let's make that in 2019. A lot of make it in 2020. Whatever the case, motherfuckers ducking the biggest paydays of the life of anybody's fucking life. You know what I mean? So when you got somebody like Jaime Munguia, you know, who is, you know, he don't even probably speak a lick of English, but he could probably say, give me fights, you know what I mean? And put the name behind it, like Jermell Charlo or Jared Hurd. Jared Hurd is the top dog at 154. You know what I mean? Despite everybody's favoritisms toward whoever they like in the 154 division. Jermell Charlo has a lot of fans, but truth be told, the motherfucker ain't made no noise when Arislani called him out. So, you know, when Lions stopped roaring, niggas raised their eyebrows like, yeah, you know, let's move on from you, bro, because, you know, I gave this motherfucker 7 days to respond. Matter of fact, is it the 19th? Oh, I got to do a video on this nigga tomorrow. I got to do that.
Terrence Baldwin says at Corey Lee Boxing, he just knocked a career welterweight out, man. No, he says no. He needs more fights at Corey Lee Boxing.
Right. So, but the thing about it is, this guy, he's the WBO champion, right?
And then Don Banks says Munguia is just a really big 154 pounder, in my opinion. I won't give him too much credit until he beats a wolf, or at least a really wild dog. Wow. Okay.
Right. I mean, that's fair enough. But at the same time, are you saying you don't want to watch this guy, you know what I mean, in his next fight, you know, until he can get that big fight, mega fight against somebody like a Jermell Charlo or Jared Hurd? You know what I mean? Like, I think stylistically, he can possibly do something with those guys. He may still lose. So we're not saying he's going to win. But at the same time, he is a champion, you know what I mean, at the 154 division. So at least he's a champ that's willing to face the best in his division. That's the thing about it. You know, win, lose, or draw, he gonna get all the.
Reese Mack says Lions can't take a break? ?
What lion you know, nigga, take a break from being the king of the jungle, dog? Come on, man. Lions only?
Yeah.
Dog, don't come with that fuck shit, bro.
That's the black horseman I've been looking for all night.
I'm back, nigga. Don't come with that fuck shit, nigga. Come on now. See what I'm saying? Like, when the fanboys come out, they be like, what, Lions can't take a break? Hey, man, look.
Oh, shit.
When do you know about a lion that back down from any species or any breed of animal? Come on, man. You can't call yourself a lion if you're not willing to you know what I'm saying, claim yourself as king.
Reese Mack says these lions are human.
Okay, well, take that motherfucking costume off your head. Talking about lions only shit. You're not a lion then, homie. You a human. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all motherfuckers gotta watch how they brand they damn self. When you talk, look, before this fucking fight with Trout, y'all gonna make me go in, bro. Y'all gonna make me go in. Before this fight with Trout, bro, the motherfucker was the loudest dude in the 154 division.
God,
y'all can't deny that shit, bro.
Get into it, man. Get into it, Black Horseman. Break that shit down, man.
Damn. That's what you already know, nigga. Before this motherfucking fight with Trout, he was the loudest dude in the 154-pound division. He was
there. It is.
But all of a sudden, dog, you just need a break, huh? But it came off your wackest performance in a long time. You know what I mean? Since you got your WBC belt, because truth be told, when he got that WBC strap, he was getting his ass outboxed. He looked bad in that performance, and he was able to land a good shot to stop his opponent. Credit to him, but before that, nigga, you was getting your ass whooped. Let's just keep that real. You know what I mean? Since then, he made some changes. He got with the different trainer, whatnot. He started sitting down more on his punches, and he became a puncher all of a sudden, a knockout puncher. But guess what? When he ran into a very slick southpaw in Austin Trout, that shit came to an end. He exposed you. Your footwork was trash. You got frustrated in there because you went in there looking for the KO, and when you couldn't get it, you look horrible. You look horrible. Nigga, I stopped watching it after the 8th round. I'm like, okay, well, Terrence Crawford is on. Click. Because at the end of the day, man, you know, hey, It's about you went away from what you normally do, which is box. You know what I mean? Like, and he started believing in the hype that nigga, you a knockout puncher. You're not a knockout puncher, bro. You can get knockouts by boxing smart and, you know, fighting the way that you normally fight, which is boxing. But if the knockout don't come, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, when you go into a fight looking for the KO, you look like how you looked against Trout, because it was easy for him to make you look bad, because when you got a guy that
do you think Black Horseman, because Reese Max says Lions can't take a break, do you think he means that because do you think fans are saying that they're giving him a pass to take a break because of his performance against Trout? Or you just don't think any of that shit's what's up?
I mean, after a fight, fighters usually take a break anyway. Take a little 3 months off or whatever the case may be. But when you the loudest motherfucker on social media, come on, man. Like, y'all gotta stop making excuses for these professional fighters, and these are champions we talking about. This is a champ.
Yeah, I'm gonna and you know, to piggyback off of what Black Horseman said, man. World Break, I'll let you chime in a minute. I truly just think that, you know, they only have a certain amount of window, you guys. For all you real boxing fans out there, you know, these professional fighters only have a very, very small window of elite fighting. You know what I mean? Shout out to Fanon earlier, man. He was saying that he thought Floyd Mayweather started taking a nosedive on his, on him being, in his elite shape in the Oscar De La Hoya fight. He said that he thought he took a dive in that, like he started, you could tell the noticeable difference, you know what I mean? In the Oscar De La Hoya fight, you know what I mean? And like I said, maybe he did see something, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm not gonna, get in on that, but like I said, but Fanon was saying that Floyd Mayweather was so much better than all his opponents, and he was on Mount Everest. It took him a while to come back down from Mount Everest. So, maybe he has a point there as well, being that he only fought Conor McGregor and Andre Berto for his last 2 fights. That might say a lot about it too, but like I said, like Black Horseman said, man, World Breaker fight. You got anything to weigh in on this whole Charlo taking breaks and shit? Let me read this. Let me read these 2 chats real quick. I'm just gonna say this real quick. Felix Nunez says, at Coily Boxing, we need to stop this. He needs more fights. He has a belt, period. He can and should fight top guys, and he may surprise us. Talking about Jaime Munguia. Terrence Baldwin says, at Coily Boxing, I meant he can't be considered the next great Mexican until he's beat one of the big boys. His last fight was great though. Yeah, I was saying up and coming next great Mexican fighter. I was saying that I think he has, my personal opinion is I think Jaime Munguia has what it takes to possibly, I said possibly, be the next great Mexican fighter, in line. Go ahead, World Breaker fight, and let it rip, my brother.
Well, as far as the guy taking a break, it is what it is. It's the sign of the times in this boxing game. All these guys take breaks. All these guys have excuses. All these guys are businessmen. There's only 3 people that I can think of that are about that fighting shit. Other than that, everybody's on that bullshit. So I look at it as I look at it as a situation where I go back to the sanctioning bodies forcing these people to fight, do their job. If you're going to be a professional fighter, you need to have a mandate to fight. Excuse me. But that's really my.
Yeah. Bless you, man. Ronald Finkley says Laura is the best fighter.
I'll be right
Charlo
back.
is the best knockout at 154.
I'll be right back. Let me get some water.
Black Horseman, what do you got to say about that? Well, shout out Ronald Finkley, but we might disagree on this one, my brother.
He said Laura is the best fighter. Charlo is the best knockout at 154. I'm trying to understand it. Laura's the best fighter.
Maybe he's talking about boxing ability. But you can't say he's the best boxer at 154 because he lost to, he lost to Hurd, which is not really the best in a lot of you guys' eyes, the best, quote unquote technical boxer. that we've seen at 154.
Right. I mean, he still might be the best boxer.
Yeah,
but still, sometimes it's like, you know, you went up against some, you know, pressure, man. Like the best pressure fighter and maybe arguably the best chin at 154. You know, we seen that Jared Hurd, man, is just a different kind of. He's a different animal, man. Different animal. You know what I mean? I mean,
and that's another thing too, Black Horseman. I feel like a lot of fans are giving, you know, Izzy Lara, you know, he's the best. He's a great fighter. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about Ron Finger. I'm talking about Terrence Baldwin says Lara is the real deal. He's always been up to a challenge. All right, you know, let's see it then. Let's see him versus Charlo. Since Trout is hurt. I mean, since Hurd is hurt. Can we see that, Baldwin? Because Lara did call him out. Me and Black Horseman have been talking about that shit too. But you know, that shit goes under the radar though, right?
I mean, think about it is like, right, that's how I give respect to Lara. Like, even though he came off he was getting his ass, I mean, he was getting beat up. You know, even though it was a tough fight, you know, just like how Broner had a tough fight against Maidana. I think he gave Maidana, you know, some good work as well, but he got his ass beat up.
Yeah, Alex Santos says at Ronald Finkley, dude unofficially retired. I think he's talking about Lara, yo. That shit was a beatdown, man. God damn, you can't take this consecutive fights. If all your fights are like the Hurd fight, you might only have 5 fights in your career. I'm being honest. I'm being completely honest with you guys, man.
Right,
that was a war.
But the thing about it, like after you just saying that, he came off that beating, right? He got his ass beat on. He got beat up in that fight. He wanted the rematch. He couldn't get the rematch. And he's trying to go after the next best, which is Jermell Charlo. And Jermell Charlo has not responded.
Wow.
All that does is
he still hasn't responded yet, Black Horseman.
Anybody
I haven't been following up on it.
Anybody in the chat know where Jermell Charlo is at? Please let me know. Give me the coordinates. Let me know, man. Nigga, so
any Texas guys in the chat?
Just, you know what I mean? This ain't about who you think will win the fight right now, because technically Jermell has not even accepted the fight. Do y'all have his coordinates? Let a nigga know. Anybody know where he at?
Tough one.
When you got social media, it don't take it's not that hard to press the record button on your motherfucking phone and go IG live or make one post just to respond. Just to respond, though. Did he lose his phone? Did somebody rob him, or what happened? When this guy, and I'm following the guy, so it's like when this guy was going regularly before this fight with Trout, this guy was consistently and regularly on his Instagram page, y'all. Regularly. Since then, nothing. Silence, nigga. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just keeping it 100 with y'all.
Now, Bobby G.
Guess who's back in the building?
What the fuck?
It's your boy JD.
I'm like, that sounds familiar.
I'm like, yo, I looked at Black Horse. I'm like, is that you? Did you press play on something?
I'm like, is Blue Ivy nearby? What's going on?
Blue Ivy's over here, and she's trying to get it good. You know what I'm saying? I still like Joe the Camel.
Whoa.
Y'all didn't know World Breaker did impressions, did you?
Whoa. He's back.
Yeah. Smash the hell out of that like button, you guys. We got World Breaker Fighting and Black Horseman Promotions in the building, man. But yeah, Black Horseman Promotions, the chat's pretty much saying that Ronald Finkley says at Coily Boxing, I watched that shit right here on your channel, bro. Oh yeah, the Lara versus Trout, the Lara versus Hurd fight. Me and Black Horseman, I think we was live on that joint. That joint was memorable, Black Horseman. I ain't gonna lie. That was a really, really good fight that we watched.
Great fight, man. Great
you know
fight.
What I'm saying? That was a really good fight. I was like, I think that might have been one of the best fights we watched together.
It was definitely up there, bro. It was fan pleasing.
I mean, that we went live on, you know what I'm saying? But Lewis Coleman says Jermell Charlo is a high-powered coward, just like Cali Enigma fluffy ass. Yo, Lewis Coleman, chill, bruh. Chill with Cali, man. You can't be disrespecting these people like that. You gotta chill. You gotta see Cali when he comes in here. Don't talk about nobody that ain't here. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? If you guys have differences, just, you know what I'm saying, you deal with you guys' differences when you know what I mean? Well, come on, Lewis Coleman, keep it friendly though, man. But yeah, I knew somebody was gonna snipe the hell out of you.
You deserve that one, dog.
I'm like, you know what? You might have got a body shot for that joint, man. But yeah, man, you'll be back in 300 seconds, and you'll know how to act then, man. It'll be all good. But Ronald says, Terrence, exactly. So that tells you, okay, DJ, yo, what's up, my brother? How you doing, man? And then fuck Lewis faggot. Actual facts, how you doing, my brother? How you been doing, man?
Actual facts is the first thing you think. Like, wait, what?
I'm like, I didn't even see actual facts in the fucking chat. He just sniped them. He sniped them from home. Like he sniped them from out of the chat.
Actual facts and Splinter Cell up in this video.
This dude, actual facts sniped him from 3 cities away. Yo, he wasn't even in the chat. He was in another chat.
This nigga actual facts will actually snipe your ass, bro.
Yo, this dude actual facts will snipe your ass out of the chat.
Nigga, actual.
You are eliminated.
You think he's not in the chat, but he is in the chat though.
Finish him.
We got snipers that might not say nothing, but if you say the wrong thing, you get sniped, dog. Real shit though. But yeah, man, back to the boxing, man. So yeah, with the whole Jermell Charlo situation, it's a real, you know, it's a lot of layers behind this Charlo situation because I don't want to call him scared of fighting Laura. But I mean, the facts are the facts, dog. Laura called you out 3 weeks ago, and we've yet to hear from you, dog. Even Bobby Jean said it. They haven't heard from you neither. They said you haven't said anything in response. You know, and
you know what, man? What the fanboys gonna say? They be like, nigga, y'all just some haters. No, nigga, we wouldn't even be talking about this shit if he would just respond, bro. You a champion. And you don't just have any strap. It ain't the NABA or NABO or whatever them that weird, you know, low grade belts. You got the WBC. When you get that WBC strap, you better be ready for everything coming your way, dog. You got to be ready for that shit, man. You know, you can't just, you know what I'm saying, act like you can just ignore some shit. No, nigga, you got to be willing to step up to the plate against anybody. Period.
Real shit, real shit, though.
Bro. You need to hold that shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to represent that shit in the right way. You know how many people have held the WBC strap in history? In history. And you think that you can hold that WBC strap and somebody disrespect you, call you out?
To be honest, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't mean to cut you off, Black Horseman, but the WBC belt, in my opinion, is the most respected belt out of all sanctioned bodies. And I'm being real. Me, Corey Lee Boxing, here at Corey Lee Boxing, I respect the WBC more than I respect all the other sanctioned bodies. I mean, let's be honest, you guys. They all got some shit with them. So you gotta pick one. You gotta pick one. What do you like, World Breaking? Who do you like, Black Horseman? What sanctioned body do you like the most, you guys?
WBC over everything, nigga.
Man, that's how I feel too. What do you feel, World Breaker?
The WBC by a mile.
we all can agree on the WBC. At least we can agree on something, you know. But
I mean, you have to look at the lineage of the WBC belt. Everybody
that's what it is. So when niggas try to disrespect the WBC and what comes with that, whether it's VADA Clean Boxing Program, whatever the case, if you ain't down with that shit, nigga, you ain't no real true champion, nigga. You gotta come out to the
facsimile.
You gotta walk through that WBC champion to be considered the great, one of the best. And then if you end up getting all the rest of the straps along with that,
look how and that's another thing. I don't mean to cut you off, but look how long and hard, you know, pause that fucking, you know, Triple G had to get to that green belt. He had to go through leaps and bounds to get that fucking green belt, dog. Like real shit. Like he had to really, you know, bite down and do a lot of crazy shit to get to that green belt. Miguel Cotto ducked him. Canelo ducked him initially. We're gonna be real now. But gotta be real.
But let's be honest. Miguel Cotto won the belt at 54.
He was looking for his payout anyways. I mean, let's be honest. He beat Sergio Moro on 2 fucked up legs.
Right. It's just
Sergio
like
Martinez.
Canelo won the middleweight belt. He won his middleweight belt from Cotto at 54. Both these guys got the belt at 54 and not 60. So again, these guys they're like Mikey Garcia. They jump weight classes to get belts. They don't defend the belts. I don't consider them in the way of Triple G at all because that's not what their game plan was. Triple G hasn't fought anybody. He didn't have anybody. I'll concede that he didn't have anybody in his career early on to fight for that belt. But now he has the ability to stake a claim as a great champion if he takes the opportunity to fight these guys at middleweight now. He's 36 years old and he hasn't been beat up. So as far as I'm concerned, he has the opportunity to at least take 2 fights that can put a stamp on it.
Smash that like button, you guys. Come on, man. Smash that like button. Show some love. If you haven't, please subscribe. This is Corey Lee Boxing, World Breaker Fighting, and his son. And we got Black Horseman Promotions.
Thank you.
But yeah, man. Like I said, what's up, Larissa Dana, Actual, Ronald, DJ Yo, Bobby Jean, Kenyon, Life is Golden. What's up, my brother? Checked in on his live streams as well. Kenyon Life has good live streams. He talks about life and stuff like that, man. I like his live streams too. The Perfection, what's going on, my brother?
Kenyon Life is Golden. Go ahead, bro.
Yep, that's a good channel as well, man. But yeah, man, Jaime Munguia is the WBO champion. He's calling out the likes of Jared Hurd and stuff like that, you guys. How do you guys break down the Jared Hurd versus Jaime Munguia fight? Will it be a dog fight? Will it be a 5-rounder for the likes of Hurd, or will it be a 10-rounder in the likes of Jaime Munguia stopping Hurd? Who do you guys got? Because I've been hearing some different opinions, man. I got Cali saying, shout out Cali Enigma. He's not here right now, but shout out Cali Enigma. Cali Enigma said that he's favoring Jaime Munguia in the Jared Hurd fight, you guys.
Wow.
So how do you guys, Black Horseman,
I'll be honest, man,
World Breaker, how you guys fight? Break it down, man.
That might be one of the, probably, if not the most exciting fight at 154 division. I mean, definitely one of the most, man. Like I say, the lion has went into the cave. So, I mean, I'm not even focused on that guy right now until he responds. But
a lot of people saying that's a hard one to call. Shout out Miss Boxing Fanatic. Go ahead, break it down, Black Horseman, man. Let them know what you personally think, my brother. Break it down.
I mean, on paper, I mean, as far as resume, of course, that's gonna go to Hurd. But when you look at like just how they do the what they call it, the before the fight starts, they do like the fight breakdown. They do the height, they show the reach, the weight. I think that's gonna be so close. Like
the tail of the tape, brother.
Right there, you go. The tail of the tape is gonna be so damn like interesting. Like it's gonna be so close to where it could go probably either way. You know what I mean? It could probably go either way. Now, experience factor and resume factor, you got to go Jared Hurd. But the thing about it is, see, look, Jared Hurd had the hardest road to get to where he's at. Jaime Munguia didn't really take no punishment from, according to what I've known. You know what I mean? He probably just was an easy walk in the park. He's already champion. So it could be the low-key advantage for Jaime Munguia, being that he ain't really taking a lot of punishment.
My brother, may I interject on that, bro? I'm gonna take a bean pie style on this one. Jaime Munguia definitely has the advantage. It's not a slight. This is the thing. They're about the same size. Bottom line is Jared Hurd's style is Mexican style. He defends with the face. He hasn't faced heavy punchers. Munguia, even though we've only seen him at one fight at 54 in the States, he looks like a heavy puncher regardless of fighting Saddam Ali. I think a Mexican style fight favors Munguia drastically over Hurd, because Hurd doesn't have the offensive capability to hurt somebody like Munguia, who's been tempered to fight in that style more so. That's how I look at it.
Well, it was a good interjection, man. I think that to answer your question, Corey, it is not going to be no like early stoppage. I think it may be one of those like maybe similar to like a Wilder or Ortiz, like where it goes into the later rounds, but there will be a stoppage, but it's going to be late. But yeah, man, I now that I break that fight down mentally in my head, I think Jaime Munguia kind of has advantage because he's taking less punishment. He might be the bigger puncher, and Jared Hurd is not really a power puncher. He's a pressure fighter. He pressures you to the point he breaks you down over a series of rounds. you don't really see.
Well, before you make your decision, I just want to say this one thing, you guys, and this goes for everybody in there. I just want to break it down. I just made a side-by-side comparison. I did, their records, their size, their height. I did all of that while you've been talking, Black Horseman. So let me just say this one thing, you guys. This is their breakdown, you guys. So I put it both on here for you guys. Jaime Munguia's 29-0 with 25 knockouts. Jared Hurd's 22-0 with 15 knockouts. And then you have Jaime Munguia rated 4 in the world. Jared Hurd rated number 1 in the world. They're both enrolled in VADA. You have Munguia with an 86% KO ratio, with Jared Hurd a 68% KO ratio. And another thing, you guys, they were born. Hurd is 27 years old. Jaime Munguia is 21 years old. Hurd is obviously from the USA. Munguia from Mexico. Their debuts was Jaime Munguia's debut actually was 2013. So he's been a pro for 5 years, you guys. He's been a pro. He started July 13th. So he's officially a 5-year pro. And Jared Hurd started 1 year before that, so he's a 6-year pro. So we got 5 and 6 year experience as a pro. The height is for Jaime Munguia is 6 feet tall, and the height for Jared Hurd is 6'1". And they do not have Jaime Munguia's official reach on here, you guys. So that's another that's a mystery on here. BoxRec does not have it as of right now. But as of right now, you guys, that's the breakdown. And obviously, Jaime Munguia is the WBO champion, and Jared Hurd is the IBF champion, the IBO champion, and the WBA champion. So go ahead and let it rip, Black Horseman. Just had to throw some of those numbers out there for you. Kind of, maybe it might sway your pick a little bit or something,
Yeah, man, but that knockout percentage, the 86% versus the 60-something percentage, is like, ooh. See, but that just kind of confirmed what I just said about he's not really a knockout puncher. Jared Hurd, that is, he's a pressure fighter.
Dude, Jaime Munguia goes in for the kill.
The nigga gets dudes out of there,
Jaime
bro.
Munguia is a young man who has no barriers.
Oh, he goes in for the kill.
To breaking people up. And so, again, that's why I say that he has a tremendous advantage over Jared Hurd. And Black Horseman pointed this out. He's a pressure fighter. That is a fact. He is not a power puncher. He's a guy who's going to wear you down by giving you little pity-pat punches and letting you wear yourself out trying to hit him. He takes punishment. The thing is, he hasn't taken punishment against big punchers. And that's why I don't believe that he's going to be able to sustain his run. This is the thing. In the last fight with Lara stung his ass. Lara is not known as a heavy-handed guy, but Lara has enough pop to keep you up off of him. And he kept Hurd off until the guy's stamina gave out. And so someone like a Munguia, if you're going to let him sit there and punch, even though we haven't seen him tested at 54 yet, that dude is still heavy-handed. I saw it.
Yeah, Christian says Jared Hurd's been getting hit with punches from smart fighters, though. They're always ready to counter, and they're smart with either punches. With their punches, excuse me. Alex Santos says, damn, Munguia is very strong. Yeah. Terrence Baldwin says he's been knocking dudes out in Mexico, though. Oh, good point, Terrence. That's a good point. Yeah, Sean Newton says Hurd is a punching bag with arms. Hey, true. Man. The Perfection says Hurd said Laura hit him the hardest he's been hit.
Y'all got to watch Corey's interview. He said that was his toughest competition, and he said he is not giving him a rematch. He stated
and he also said, you guys, that he beat the hardest puncher, the hardest fighter in his division, and that you guys out there think that Charlo is going to be his toughest test. He said that he already got rid of his toughest test, and that was Laura. He said Charlo will be easier, and I quote,
That's self-motivational marketing from him.
And I quote, yes, I do interviews on this channel as well, you guys. We all do.
That's self-motivational marketing from Jared Hurd himself. He wants to believe that.
Hey, Black Horseman. Hey, Black Horseman. I'm so glad I got that interview in because it comes out of the horse's mouth, dog.
Nigga, that was a great interview, bro. Like I said, he was brutally honest with you, man, and said some shit. I was like, wow, like, okay. He said Laura was his hardest competition. He said he's not giving him a rematch. Nigga, the straps is gone. We're good. Nigga, you're not getting them back. You're not getting another shot. But you know, at the end of the day, man, I mean, World Breaker, I don't think that he just used that as self-motivation or self-marketing or whatever you might say.
Shout out Actual Facts too, man. He in the chat too, getting it in. Actual Facts, I know you got a busy life. We still salute you here, even though we haven't seen you on a live stream in a couple weeks, man. Hopefully we see you this week. Actual Facts, man. You know, we're gonna be here for the fights this weekend. Oh yeah, Black Horseman, you gonna be available tomorrow to do a live, man? The Shobox card.
Hit me up, bro.
All right, so that's already you already know, man. We're gonna be up in the Shobox. The guy that
covering the government cheese games tomorrow between 5 and 12.
You gonna be doing what?
Cheese. What'd you say?
Covering the government cheese boxing games.
Hey, boxing is boxing, bro. It's just, you know,
this is boxing, and you have street signs behind you.
Would you say it's promoted by welfare and shit? Hey, it is
promoted by welfare. Brought to you by Butter Biscuits.
But yeah, Kenyan Life is Golden says, I think Charlo can beat him, but since he's been silent, makes me think he has doubt.
Right, no doubt, Trout.
Wow,
Austin, no doubt, Trout. Now look,
wow, great point. Great point, Kenyan, and his Life is Golden.
Thank you for bringing that up. We're not saying that Jermell can't beat Laura, but when you don't respond, like you said, it seems like he has doubts.
And Actual Facts, I just want to say this one thing, Black Horseman. I don't want to mess your train of thought up. He says, Actual Facts says, you know, Hurd wasn't given a chance against Laura. Everyone, including myself, thought it was gonna be a cakewalk for Laura.
I didn't.
Shame on you, Actual Facts, a DMV representative, and you went against your family. He says, yeah, man, been traveling a lot for work. Summer months, very busy for me. Oh, you already know, my brother. That's all love, though, man. Sito's Boxing says, what's up, Core Lee Boxing, World Breaker, Black Horseman, salute, family. Sounds like I missed a good live chat tonight. We still going, my brother. Got many more great points to make. Black Horseman, let it rip, my brother.
Yeah, man. Well, to end the point on the fact that this guy may have doubts because of, and to answer the question, the Actual Facts, nah, bro. I think I even stated this on Corey Lee Boxing that I picked Hurd, you know, just off his youth and that he was gonna walk down Laura. You know what I'm saying? And eventually get to him, and that's what he did. But no, I mean, when it comes to Laura, and you know it's crazy, man, that how Cubans, man, it don't matter what division that they're at, these motherfuckers are a problem. And if you can beat them, it's like you feel like you beat the best. Same thing with Wilder, man, when he fought Ortiz. It was just like, nigga, I didn't beat the best dude in heavyweight. You know what I mean? Luis Ortiz, because you know that Cubans, if you can get past that Cuban style, it ain't nothing else that you know, you done seen everything that there is to see. You know what I mean? The only thing that somebody else can really have is a puncher's chance. But as far as boxing ability and that amateur background and that pedigree, it's just like you already know if you can get past that Cuban, dog, you know what I'm saying? You ready for whoever, you know, like you're gonna feel like the next fight is easy. You know, that's why Hurd is looking at Jermell like, dog, I'm gonna step on him because he ain't gonna show me the same shit that I seen with Laura. And you know, the thing about it is why I feel that also Charlo has doubts is because when you look at it, like, you know, he fought Trout. He hasn't fought Laura or Hurd yet. Laura and Hurd did way better against Trout than he did. You know what I'm saying? And he struggled. Him and his brother struggled, you know, big time with Trout. You know what I mean? But, you know, Laura was able to, you know what I'm saying, make that motherfucker do the stanky leg, you know, and Hurd, you know, did what he had to do. Pretty much, you know, beat his ass until submission. You know what I mean? So, I mean, The guy.
The only thing that I would have to say, and I don't mean to, I just want to say this one thing, and I want to kind of go into what you're saying as well, Black Horseman, and maybe World Breaker, you can touch in too on this. Do you guys think that maybe with Hurd's, way of his fighting style, do you guys think that possibly can affect him already in his fights? Do you think he's already taken too much punishment? Because let's be honest, as much as I think Hurd is the number 154 pounder as of right now, hey man, I think he's the number one fighter at 154 right now. You know what I mean? Charlo is not that far behind, and Munguia is definitely got steam rolling. But it's competitive, and that's what we want as boxing fans, right? You guys, if it was 154 Jared Hurd, and then way over there you got Jamel Charlo, you'd be like, why would they even fight? It's so good that they do fight because they are so close in skill level, in my opinion. Do you guys concur?
Yeah.
I think all three are pretty close in skill level. I even throw Jaime Munguia in there.
I think the top three at 154 is just kind of like the top three at 147. It's close, man. It could probably possibly go either way. Like Thurman, Crawford, and Spence. It's like Hurd, Munguia, and Charlo, man. It's like, man, we got to see these fucking fights to see who is the best at the division.
Got to.
Separate these guys until they fight each other at the end of the day. So we can speculate all we want. Until they fight, we can't really decide.
What are they saying in the chat? Oh, Daniel Johnson says, hold on, I just want to read this one thing. Daniel Johnson says, at Corey, here is a thought. Most people thought Hurd was going to have an issue with Laura's movement. When the fight happened, he stood still way too much. Jamel will move way more than Laura.
Well, I want to respond to that.
But Daniel Johnson, you're kind of saying that. I feel you and I see what you're saying, but then again, I don't feel you because you got people that say hardcore fans that say Laura beats Charlo. Laura beats Charlo straight up.
And this is the thing about it. And Corey, I wanted to add to what he just said. Now, don't get it twisted, man. Laura was moving in the early part of the fight, but it was the pressure of her
pressure, dog.
He was able to get to
it's hard to say that shit though, Black Horseman, to these fans because we're not in there, and so it's hard to explain the pressure. You know how they say pressure bust pipes? That's a cliche, but it's real. It's real, man. When you in those trenches and you're in the 5th, 6th round, and this dude's still coming full steam.
And the thing about it with Laura. The thing about it with Laura,
with power. That's why he knocked Laura out knocked Laura down in the 12th round. Full power, all 12.
Right.
This is your conscience.
Here we
this
go.
Dude, World Breakers, fucking weirdo.
Well, I wanted to say this.
What the fuck?
Try to get it in.
See, usually when Laura is doing a lot of his movement and stuff like that, when he hits his opponent, it usually gains their respect. They're like, "Oh shit, I can't really apply that kind of pressure because I can't take this kind of punishment the whole fight." Hurd can. Hurd is a big guy. He was able to take Laura's best punch, and that motherfucker just bit down on the mouthpiece and just said, "You know what? I'm gonna have to come through this shit all night to fulfill my game plan, which is apply all the pressure I can apply on this guy until he folds." And it came in the 12th round. That shows you
what? And I felt like Laura, but Black Horseman, I felt like Laura was doing the same thing as well. I feel like Laura was bowing down on his mouthpiece and saying, "I'm gonna make this dude fucking cave in. I'm gonna make his wheel bust," but it backfired.
But it
backfired big time.
This is the thing. He did that against a small guy like Laura. Okay.
Who did it? Who's a small guy?
I don't think Laura's a small puncher.
I don't think Laura's a small guy.
Hey, can I finish, please?
Yeah, you didn't let us finish.
Hey, yes, I did. Shit, y'all been talking over me and everything. I'm just trying to
go ahead, my brother. Go ahead, get it in.
This is your conscience. Let me view. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, this dude.
Pause. Your conscience says pause. Anyway,
go ahead, World Break.
The bottom line is, I want to see it against guys his size. guys that hit heavier than Lara, guys that may give him a different look, a different angle. A guy like Hurd, who is a pressure fighter, going up against a guy like Munguia, who's a guy that applies pressure, but who probably does hit harder. Let's see what happens. This is a guy crafted in the Mexican style. Jared Hurd is a guy who has a Mexican trainer, but not necessarily crafted in the style. So when you apply these two modus operandi together, what is going to happen when you apply the different factors that come into play? At the end of the day, Jaime Munguia is heavy-handed. I see it. It doesn't matter if it's Saddam Ali or anybody else. He's heavy-handed, and he's a little reckless. He has reckless abandon to what he does. So yeah, he might expose his chin, but he's a Mexican guy. Mexican guys don't go down unless you knock them out cold. They're gonna get up.
So who you picking?
I would pick against those two styles. I would pick Munguia to have the advantage. I really
over Hurd.
Yes. Yes, if Hurd fights,
that's another one. Black Horseman. This dude ain't gonna get no love. Bro, everybody. He's got. I guarantee you, if he beats Charlo, they gonna be saying Munguia. Fight Munguia.
Again,
they gonna be saying that shit, dog. I guarantee you. I guarantee. Mark my words, but hold on, no, World Breaker. I just want to, because this is getting good, you guys. And if you haven't, man, please like and share this shit, you guys. Come on, man. Share this Corey Lee Boxing on all social media.
The only reason I'm not getting
like Ronald Finkley said.
The only reason I'm not getting more animated, I got this little boy in here who's watching videos on the planet.
Oh, you good? Go ahead.
So I would be more animated and emphatic about this, but
you all good,
the
man.
thing is, Munguia is a Mexican. Hurd is a Mexican style fighter, but this Munguia kid, the one thing I saw out of that abuse that he gave Saddam Ali was a killer instinct. Hurd killer instinct comes from applied pressure. Munguia's comes from trying to kill somebody. I like the possibilities. I just think Munguia has the advantage because he doesn't know any better. All he knows is fuck people off. I like that mentality. And hey, can you see it that way, Black Horseman?
I really think it's a very. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I got it based off, it's doing a breakdown, and this is the first time I ever did a breakdown between Munguia and Hurd. I got to give a slight advantage to Munguia as well. Just off, the youth, his size, and him actually being a legitimate, like you said. Even though a lot of people say that, oh well, he fought Saddam Ali, but you can see. This motherfucker, like you said, he is heavy-handed, and he's a puncher. He's a real puncher, and it don't matter where you fighting at, man. Like this guy's that you know what I mean. Like I still think that 86% knockout percentage, bro, that's legit. Like I don't think that it's just like, well, it's because he was just fighting bums. Even if he was fighting bums, nigga, when you go to sleep, you go to sleep.
Well, you know what I mean. You fighting guys in Mexico with that machismo style, and you and I are both Texans. We know what that's like. We know those guys don't give up easy. You got to kill those guys. Bums are not. They're not easy victories a lot of the time unless you're a cold cocking son of a gun. So I haven't seen a bunch of Munguia fights, but based off of what I seen under the lights the last time, I have to reach out there and say that this kid has the talent to compete. He has a mentality to compete, and he has the will to win. And a lot of guys aren't like that. Like I said, it's a handful of guys in the game that have the mentality. A lot of people put a lot of stock in ability, but they don't put a lot of stock in mentality. Deontay Wilder has that mentality. Errol Spence has that mentality. Crawford has that mentality. Munguia has that mentality, Hell, I'll even say the Charlos had that mentality.
Oh, Cali Enigma, you want a link? I got you, my brother. Hold on, I'm gonna send you the link now. All right, Cali Enigma, I got you.
But it's literally a handful of guys that just have what puts them to the next level is the mentality that they have. And so I saw that in Munguia, and I loved it. And I hadn't seen that in a Mexican fighter in a while.
No, he looked like the goods for sure, man. Like, I think very highly of him. But I want to answer the question that Christian Sick has said in the chat. He said Swift unified though. I respect him, and in my opinion, I don't think he's ducking Charlo right now. Preparing for him, I'll call it, but ducking not yet. Let's hear this. Hear his plan first. Is he taking one fight before the Charlo fight? I can respect that. He did state that, like I said, y'all gotta watch Corey Lee Boxing's interview with Jared Hurd. That's the thing I like about Hurd. He was brutally honest. He let you know what his plans was. He said, see, before he fought Laura, he fought a left-hander to get prepared for Laura. He said he's going to fight a right-hander before he fights Charlo to get prepared for Charlo. So that is exactly what he's going to do. He said that in the interview. Shout out to Corey Lee Boxing for getting that great interview. He said he's going to fight a right-hander first before he fights Jermell Charlo. But you know, to you know, break that shit down. Like I said, I'm giving the advantage to Munguia, not just because of his height, his size, and
you giving the advantage to who, Munguia in the Charlo fight?
No, against her, because I mean,
what
shit.
the fuck, man?
I'm not even
you
trying
too?
to. I'm not even considering Charlo. Charlo is not even on the radar right now, bro. Until he responds to Laura.
I gotta deal with all three of you motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, we about that. We about that, bro. But look, this is the reason why I'm saying it, bro. Not because I'm not taking nothing away. Just because I'm giving advantage to Munguia doesn't mean he's gonna win. You know what I mean? But the thing about it is the road that Hurd took to get to where he's at, man. I felt like he took a lot of punishment, man. He's walked through a lot of shit, and I don't think that he's fought anybody who's gonna hit as hard as Munguia. So that style that he has, that come forward pressure style, where I gotta take your best shit to apply, get you out of there in the later rounds. I don't know if that's gonna work against Munguia, man, because I agree with World Breaker. I think Munguia is legitimately heavy-handed. And I think that he's not gonna be able to just walk through Munguia shit like that. And Munguia is not gonna be backing up. I don't think he's gonna be backing up. He's gonna be right there
in his nature, bro. That's the thing.
He's gonna be right there in the middle.
What's up, Callie, nigga? How you feeling today, man?
I'm telling you, as a guy
I told you, I told you, I give Jaime Munguia the slight advantage, man. And now, this is what I'll say about Jared Hurd. Like I said before, man.
Oh shit, you there, Callie? You just muted the hell out yourself. Hey, no, but look, this is what I got, you guys. You know why Callie's on mute. I got Jared Hurd by a slight advantage right now. Because he's a little bit more he's a lot more proven than Jaime Munguia is so far. By beating Laura. It was a close, but it was a clear decision. I think he, deserved that win. I think he beat Laura. He knocked him down in the 12th round to solidify his unified win. That was for two belts were on the line. One was for the WBA that Laura has been holding on for. I think he's had over 5 defenses of that WBA strap. And Hurd had the IBF strap. So, and the IBO strap was on deck as well, you guys. The IBO Laura had the IBO belt, and so now Jared Hurd has 3 belts, you guys. Jared Hurd has 3 belts. So he has the IBO, the IBF, and the WBA. But like I said, you guys, I truly think that we will get one champion in this division as well. It's just the time, it's only time will tell, because, I feel like, there's only but so many fighters at that top tier level, you guys. There's only about 5 or 6 top tier 154-pound fighters right now, champions or non-champions, you guys.
Yeah. Hey,
sorry about my trigger finger.
One record. Yeah, I just went ahead and unhit him, bro.
Listen, I apologize.
Man, you good? Hey, but this is the actual fact. Said Callie got the mute button from hell.
What happened, yo?
I blocked Sean Newton. That's my bad, bro.
I unblocked him, bro.
I saw some shit.
But if he come back saying some disrespectful shit, I mean, he could have been just cracking jokes and shit. But if he say some disrespectful shit to you or somebody mods, yeah, get him out of there.
Sean, you good? Just keep it respectful, my brother. Nobody, no fanboys in here. We
I
good.
resurrected
We just some boxing, man.
Apologize to Sean.
You good? You all right, man? You all right?
Well, I don't want to. I really don't want to offend anyone unless they ask me for it. So
you got that's two. You got two bullets already and two people that ain't getting one.
Ronald 50 says.
They walking around all shot up and shit.
When it come to that Sean Newton dude, he be talking about sucking dick and feel like that, bro. I'm telling you, you might want to get rid of that.
As soon as he do that, he gonna get some.
Well, he talking to that shit in here, Cali. Trust and believe. I got a plenty of snipers for his ass in here.
Well,
so he talk about any of that tough talking here. We got something for him. Until then, be respectful. Cali Enigma, as it pertains to Jaime Munguia, why do you have him as a slight edge over Jared Hurd, and who do you have? Jamel Charlo. Does Jaime Munguia got a slight edge over Jamel Charlo, or do you think Jared Hurd?
I think Jamel's the number one.
Do you think Jared Hurd's the weakest champion right now?
I think Jamel is the number one guy right now. But to me, like I said, you can never count out. Hold on, let me say this. You can never count out Jared Hurd.
That's what I'm trying to say right now. That's exactly what I'm trying to say.
You know what I'm saying? Because Jared Hurd just may have one of them. Let me say this. Jared Hurd may have one of them.
Where the hell is Jamel Charlo at? Why you putting Jared Hurd on blast?
I got that. I said Jared Hurd may have one of those tens.
We talking about where Jamel Charlo at.
Where you at, dog?
Well, right now I have Jamel Charlo. I have him ranked as number one, but I want him to fight. I want him to fight Law.
We're not asking about that. No. Where is he?
He got his coordinates.
Last time I heard he get ready to fight in Houston with his brother Jamal. They get ready to have some Houston fight, some home fight. I don't know who he's fighting. I'm hoping that he fight Law.
Where you hear that from? Because he put that on the social media.
Law lives in Houston, so why not? That's easy. No guy has to leave. You can fight him. Both guys are right there in Houston. Why not make that fight?
So they're making a fight.
Law versus Hurd. Law versus Jamel Charlo in Houston. Why not have that?
Is that the fight that he's making next? Is that why he's quiet?
It may be he hasn't said an opponent, but it makes the most sense.
It would
He's right there. Both guys are right there
to fight the guy who calls you out.
Man, let's see what happens. That may be. I'm hoping if he makes that fight, nobody gonna be able to say shit.
Right. I want to just watch the shit. I don't want to even.
No, it's a good fight. That's the only fight available right now for him because Jaime locked up and Jared Hurd is locked up. I mean, that's the best fight for right there. Why not make that fight? I can't find anybody good for Jamal Charlo to fight because Shitty just signed with the Duck Zone. So at the end of the day, that takes away that fight. And then Shitty was calling out Jamel Charlo knowing he can't fight him. He on the Duck Zone.
Yeah, man. This nigga
zone. Everybody planks.
The first thing ignore a nigga with a hoop in his nose, nigga. That's the nigga. You ignore niggas like that.
That nigga look like he sucked dick, bro. I'm sorry, but he look hella gay.
Hey, speaking of that, bro, did you see Big Baby Miller interview?
Oh, no, I didn't see him, man. I know Anthony Joshua pushy shit, motherfucker. Allow somebody to talk about taking your mama out and shit. You don't want to fight him at all. You said I have no interest in fighting Big Baby Miller. What? That nigga just talked about taking your mama out, and then you telling fans to fight.
Let me let you know something worse. He said Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua can lick his balls.
Yeah, he gay. He gay. You don't say that to nobody.
I'm telling you, dog. We were Cali, nigga. Hey, dog, that shit don't fly out on the West Coast, bro. I was like, nigga, what?
Yeah, I try to kill a nigga. I'm like, bro, I don't play that shit, bro. You go somewhere else.
It's a rap. You say niggas say that shit to me. Dog, any niggas I grew up with, bro. You say some shit like that, you finished, nigga. You're done.
You might get popped in the head, bro. You might get shot in the head off some shit like that. Telling us, do this. Why would you want to do this,
bro?
Why would you even want to? How could you even come? How could they even fathom come out of your mouth?
That's what I said on the live earlier,
mouth
bro.
Anywhere near your balls, like that's not even in my brain.
So what's going on now? Balls, pause. What's going on?
He said that Miller told Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua to lick his balls. That's, I mean, how do you get that?
How do we always get on the same subject?
Well, he said some shit about Joshua has no interest in fighting Big Baby Miller. After he said something about,
I'm a grown ass man. I ain't keep saying that damn word out my guy.
Yeah, no, but that was the point though, Corey.
I mean, I'm a grown ass man. I ain't gonna keep saying that out my mouth. You know but
Corey, that's the point though. How does that even get in your brain?
That's what I said earlier, bro.
He's homosexual in some way.
Coming out the closet.
I mean, all I'm gonna say to that is, you guys, a grown ass man should definitely not be talking about any of that stuff out of his mouth. It's very disrespectful, and on the top, it's very homophobic as well. Because you gotta understand, man. You know, you being so fluent by saying anything out of your mouth, and you talking so greasy out of your mouth like that. You know, it just, it opens the door up for other things. You know. And, like I said, I have nothing against the gay community or anything like that. But hey, Jarrell Miller, you've been talking, and he says it so fluently. He just says it so, But like I said, I mean, it is what it is. I felt like the more disrespectful thing is he was talking about Anthony Joshua's mother. I think that was even more disrespectful.
Yeah, but how about AJ saying that he don't want to fight?
Dick, boy. I'm gonna take it out.
AJ don't want to fight him at all.
So Kelly, do you think even if that fight happens, who are you picking in that fight, Big Baby Miller or Joshua?
Big Baby Miller, not because Anthony Joshua's afraid of him. So I used to favor Anthony Joshua. I now favor Big Baby Miller. When you're afraid of a dude, I can't pick the guy who's afraid to talk about him.
You honestly think that he's afraid of Jarrell Miller?
Yeah, I do. Yes, I do. I do now. I didn't think so before. I do now. Did you watch that interview with him when he talking about? He said, Drew, he's talking about taking your mom out. He also said he's gonna do some weird things to your mom. And he said that? Wow. Do you have any interest in? So do you want to fight him? So the guy asked, "Follow, do you want to fight him?" No, I have no interest in fighting Big Baby Miller.
For jail tomorrow.
Well, maybe he don't want to get that guy, no paycheck. I'm not trying to take up for him.
Might be.
But I mean,
nah, man, you talk about my mama. I don't care. I can give you a small paycheck and still whoop your ass. I gotta whoop your ass, man. I have to.
Real shit.
That's man. Who cares about thinking about the paycheck? I gotta whoop his ass.
I'm just trying to understand the logic of a UK dude. I don't know how them dudes build out there.
Come on, man. Somebody talk about you a boxer, man.
You die.
I gotta ask everybody on here. If somebody talking about your mama, don't you want to whoop that ass? Your mama.
Yeah. Anybody on the U.S. soil. You be in middle school, niggas talk about your mama. You going to the streets. Don't talk about mama.
But that's another thing. That's another thing too, man. The interviewer told Anthony Joshua while Jarrell Miller was still around. So if somebody's talking about my mother, ain't no little Eddie Hearn gonna stop me. Maybe he was possibly thinking about how the whole traveling and bans and stuff like that gets you do something small. You can get banned and shit like that. So maybe he was thinking about that. I don't know what could possibly be going through his mind. But I gotta approach Jarrell Miller as a man and tell him, yo, look, man, you can say whatever you want to me, man, but don't bring my mom in any of this shit. Don't bring my family in any of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just think it's distasteful, man. I think it's
when he did that,
to me, it's like at that point, it's like, man, no, we ain't having no fighting boxing match, nigga. I gotta see you in the street. Like it ain't.
That's exactly how the Deontay Wilder is, man. When he said he is smashing Deontay Wilder's wife. He said he smashed Deontay Wilder's wife.
Oh, I think Wilder see him on the street. It's a wrap.
Yeah, I mean that's
if Wilder sees him on the other side of the street, Wilder, I can guarantee you, will be crossing the street.
Yeah. Look at the situation. Put Wilder in the place of Anthony Joshua. What would have happened if Big Titty had gotten his face?
I mean, look, Miller did get an Anthony Joshua face, and the only person that was intervening it was Eddie Hearn. And let's be honest, if you really wanted to get to another human being, Eddie Hearn ain't stopping nothing.
Right.
I'm being honest.
I mean, that shit was probably,
They needed a whole barricade for Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis. A barricade, dog. This has nothing to do. This is on a whole nother level than this bullshit that's going on now, dog. Mike Tyson really wanted to see this dude before the fight.
Nah, man. AJ hold demeanor, bro. I'm telling you, AJ hold demeanor. Dude is pussy, man. That was a whole different generation, though, guys. Yeah, I know, but I'm saying Anthony Joshua is a fucking pussy, bro. He's a bitch ass, hoe ass nigga, bro. That don't want no smoke. with anybody who talks shit, get in his face. He cower down. The dude was afraid the whole time when he was in there. Man, you could tell he's looking around nervous. He's always looking around. Whenever he comes to the United States, he's looking around, looking over his shoulder, wondering if somebody, he's worrying about somebody gonna jump out his ass. He could get startled hella easy. He a punk, bro. This dude cannot survive in the United States of America, bro. I mean, this dude, we could send this dude to North Dakota and he shit on himself. He's soft, bro. Soft.
Goddamn, bro. Well, yeah, enough of that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and to be honest with you guys, we got the Gassiev versus Usyk fight this weekend. I'm finally glad we can talk about it now. We got all
what is that on, bro?
Here. That's gonna. I'm not sure if need be, we can definitely stream it. If last resort, first resort, I'm thinking possibly YouTube because I know that the Gassiev Dortacos fight was on YouTube. And
HBO
some of the other fights was on YouTube as well.
Nah, man, it's a way. I guarantee you, one of them European, even one of the UK channels will have that. It's possibly could be on like Box Nation, or Sky Sports, or BT
possibly
Sports.
Be on that too as well. But like I said, there'll be it should possibly be a way for us to get it. You know what I mean on our TV as well. I will be keeping you guys I will be keeping you guys up to date on the Gassiev Usyk, air times and stuff like that. I possibly will be able to give you guys something for the Shobox card that we will be televising tomorrow here at Coyley's Boxing. I should be able to give you some type of information about how and where you'll be able to watch the Gassiev versus Usyk fight, you guys. But as far as just the sheer breakdown right now, World Breaker Fighting, how do you have the breakdown going down, my brother?
Again, I haven't watched these two guys fight.
Okay,
really.
so you don't know any. Okay,
yeah, Usyk I've seen fight once.
Best of luck to both of them.
Yeah.
Are they gonna die too? Somebody's gonna die on that one too.
You'll never hear World Breaker say
that's gonna be a 3 for 3, dog.
In the building, homie.
Hey, I just looked it up. It's gonna be on Sky Sports.
All right. Well, I can get that stream on that stream on my phone if need be. I got an app on my phone.
Yeah, it's available through Sky. So I just looked it up. Sky Sports is going to be they got it.
Sky Sports have it. I mean, like I said, there'll probably be some other avenues we can watch it as well. But like I said, the more I get to digging, I'll dig it up tomorrow, and I'll be able to give you guys with some concrete information tomorrow. From like I said,
you just missed Mr. Boxing today too. Mr. Boxing today too. He did a live stream breaking down the Gassiev Usyk fight. Of course, he had Usyk winning the fight by unanimous decision.
He got some great heavyweight breakdowns.
Hold on. It says, did Champ Ross say something in the chat? You guys, I might have missed it. Let me see. Champ Ross. He says, we only seen one guy get in Wilder face, and that was Fury, and Wilder didn't do anything, and Fury was talking mad shit.
What are you talking about? Why was talking
about? Come on, man. You said Champ Ross said that?
I'm like, yo,
Champ Ross, have you?
Where has your account?
Hey, but look, it's his opinion, you guys. He has an opinion. It's just his opinion.
They were jaw jacking.
It's like the whole chat blew up. It's like the whole panel blew up. Yo.
What are you supposed to? Matter of fact, that fight that was actually the setup. You do know. You do know actually set up Wilder versus
Deontay Wilder's face, but it wasn't.
Was set up Wilder versus
but hold on, Callie. Tyson Fury leading up to that wasn't saying anything crazy out of his mouth. He wasn't saying your mama this, I fucked your wife, all this crap.
No, that was a surprise. They were supposed to fight. Wilder and Fury were supposed to fight, but then Fury decided to
conduct the in-ring. You know what I'm saying? Square down. You know what I'm saying? It was.
Don't forget that Tyson. It wasn't for Tyson Fury taking a bunch of drugs and being a big time alcoholic, eating too much. That fight would have happened.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Come on, man. That was a dumbass comment. No disrespect to him, but I'm just come on, dog. What the fuck is he supposed to? He just got off after the fight. We're supposed to slap him because he's saying I'll fight you in your backyard.
Hey, you didn't hear this? Deontay Wilder said, "I will baptize your ass."
Right.
They said, "Man, that's like somebody backing down."
What are you talking about? Dog?
That's what Deontay Wilder said. He said, "I will baptize your ass." He didn't do. That's not doing anything. That's someone who's in fear, right? Come on, get out of here, bro.
He acting like Tyson Fury slapped the shit out of him.
Champ Ross also said this at in a little while back. I'm sorry, you guys, man. If I miss you guys' if I missed you guys' comments, man, you can rewrite it, and hopefully one of my panelists will pick it up. But I'm sorry, you guys. I really truly want to read you guys. But Champ Ross said this a while back as well.
Yeah, Champ Ross, you the homie, bro.
He says that, and we ain't agree with all. Like I said, that's what makes it good, man. We not gonna agree with these guys at all times. It wouldn't be any fun if we did. At Champ Ross says, at Corey Lee and the panel, he says, have you seen up and coming prospect Jeron Enos? He making his debut on Shobox, 20 years old, being brought up very well by Russell Peltz.
No, I haven't.
I can't say I have.
I'm not gonna lie about it. I never heard of the brother, man.
He said in the chat, "I'm not saying Wilder was scared. Get the fuck out of here." Well, what was your point of bringing that up then? Why would? What was your point?
Didn't do shit. What was Wilder supposed to do? Punch him in the face? That.
What was your whole point of even mentioning that?
Actual fact says, like Lewis Coleman, I do not apologize to him at all. He been a low-key hater for a long time tonight. Was the straw that broke the camel's back.
You talking about Champ Ross? The low-key hater of Deontay Wilder?
Nah, he talking about some guy named Lewis Coleman that be in the chat.
Lewis Coleman. Lewis Coleman is a big time Earl Spence Jr. hater, man. He no. If you were to talk about someone, hey, black, you black, I swear to God, man, this dude used to come on my comment section. He don't do it no more. Ooh. I swear to God, this dude had a shrine to Keith Thurman. A shrine. Damn, I almost pulled you say like this, man, you should like I said this before. I said wow. I said Keith Thurman may possibly be the best, but I don't know unless you see this guy's fight. He said, what do you mean Keith Thurman ain't the best guy? Keith Thurman is the best guy.
You gotta say no. Champ Ross says this in the chat too, you guys. He says Deontay Wilder is just like the rest of the guys, is what I'm saying. He nothing different. He is a little different because guess what? Look what happened to Dominique Brazil in front of his fucking kid, whatever happened. He got dealt with, dog, for talking that crazy talk, dog. And hey, look, man, it's only but so much you can talk that crazy talk because a real one is eventually gonna catch up to you. And
so, Champ Ross, so what do you mean by that? I'm lost
Champ Ross, go ask Dominique Brazil what happened with him and Deontay Wilder.
Yeah. Hey, Champ Ross, what are you talking about, man? I'm lost.
Trust me, dog.
What do you mean?
It was so bad it became a Joshua
elaborate.
fan.
He put charges on Deontay Wilder. Champ Ross, come on, my brother.
Yeah, he said he got a lot.
I be feeling your comments, but this joint, you come on, you reared off on us, man. We had to bring you back on the side of the road, dog. You were broke down.
Grease on the freeway.
You were broke down on the freeway. We got to get your real wheels rolling again, my brother.
Corey, we do know that Dominic Brazil currently has a lawsuit out against Deontay Wilder, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yes.
So I'm trying to figure out, Champ Ross. Can you please elaborate, please?
So Champ Ross. Champ Ross. So Deontay Wilder is a little different in that aspect about you talking shit. Oh, we ain't gonna do nothing. Deontay Wilder shows Dominique Brazil talk shit. Dominique Brazil got dealt with. Dominique Brazil presses charges.
He even showed up on that troll. Remember that troll he showed up on?
Hey, and the facts are the facts, baby.
I'm suing the shit out of you for slapping the shit out of me.
Look, you guys, Champ Ross is laughing now, so he knows what's up.
Yeah, man, come out. You even know that's ridiculous, man. You sound like one of them age protectors a little bit, man.
Cali, world breaking Black Horseman. We had to break it down for him, though, my brothers.
Break it down.
We had to break it down for him, though, man.
Says, get your title back, man.
Hey, you guys know this. Hey, because expect Hatman and Sporting Icons to try to come out of the way to defend AJ, even though AJ told the fans to fight Wilder instead of himself, but they'll find a way. I guarantee they'll find a way to defend him. They always do.
But that's another thing too, you guys. Hey, Anthony Joshua talks all this shit like, yo, you don't want to be dealt with. Even Dr. Blick told me off air that, you know, Anthony Joshua used to sell drugs and, you know, used to be into the wrong type of shit when he was growing up. I don't care about none of that. I know for a fact that guys have talked bad about Anthony Joshua, and he has not done anything about it, nor has his team backed him up or anything. I know Dominic Brazil talked hella shit about Deontay Wilder. For what reason? I forgot what reason why, but he got dealt with big time. Big time. He says, I've never been that disrespected in front of my wife. My wife, come on, my wife had to see this.
But that says everything about Dominic Brazil in a nutshell.
I'm thinking to myself,
hold on, they said Dominic Brazil was drunk, came up starting shit, and he got his ass dealt with.
You're a heavyweight, prospect. You're a heavyweight fighter. You're a heavyweight boxer. And you mean to tell me that you gotta say live on some interview that, you know, you feel so horrible that, you know, your wife had to see that? And you know what he said out of his mouth, you guys? And I quote Dominic Brazil. He said, my wife is traumatized from what happened with Deontay Wilder and his entourage did to me. And I quote.
Yeah. Anytime he get in an argument,
hey, but you gotta do like
his voice.
So Champ Ross,
Kelly.
So Champ Ross, for the record, no, Deontay Wilder is not like the rest of them fellas. He will get busy.
This nigga Brazil.
But like I said, so man, the rumor is, the word is that it was actually Dominic Brazil who started that shit and Wilder finished it.
Oh, look, Champ Ross says you guys can interpret it any way you want to. It's good. It don't matter.
What you mean it don't matter, man?
It don't matter. You brought it up, though, Champ Ross. We had to break it down for you, my brother.
Hey, bro, you know you took an L, bro. And that's what basically what you said. You took an L.
I got real greasy with it, Champ Ross. Yeah, I gotta tell you facts, baby. Deontay Wilder, and I'm not one of these Deontay Wilder, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, one of these Deontay Wilder fanboys.
No, he likes Fury better.
Deontay Wilder has a chin. He can get checked at any time, just like any other fucking grown-ass man.
Facts.
And he ain't Superman. You know what I'm saying? So he can't get beat. But when you say he was one of the other guys where he just, you know, talk shit in the ring and don't back it up outside the ring, if that's what you know were saying, yes, he does. Ask Dominic Brazil.
Hey, I got to interrupt.
Hey, and that's all. And look, and you can interpret that how you want to interpret it, Champ Ross. But that's all I was saying, my brother.
Corey, real talk.
With no LOL at the end. Go ahead, bro.
Hey,
firm with that.
Check out Sean Newton's page, man. I gotta ask, what's the KKK doing on your on your shit?
I say that too. I ain't even, you know what I'm saying?
I just want to know. It says he has 0 subscribers.
I'm not making any judgments yet.
Racist piece of shit. Racist piece of shit, question mark. My backup channel.
Yeah, his backup channel. Yeah, he is, but he's a racist piece of shit. He says racist shit. He talks about all kind of other weirdo stuff, man.
Hey, but look, I've been peeping him the whole time because I've been trying to see. This is
Sean Newton, let me ask you this: are you racist? I'm gonna ask you this right, man to man. Sean Newton, and you got a minute to answer me. Sean Newton, are you racist? Straight up. Corey Lee Boxing is asking you. It's the only way I can do it. Straight up. Are you racist, Sean Newton? Yes or no? You listening? You got a minute to answer me. What's happening? Snipers at every side of the building. What's going on?
No, but
he says no.
I just want to know why this
he doesn't say anything. If he says something disrespectful, I can handle him otherwise. You know what I'm saying?
But the question is, so why even have that? As your
why? Because he's made videos about everybody in LDBC from 7 8 Sports to Black Fight Fan. He makes a video about Black Fight Fan TV every day.
But that's what I'm saying. You guys,
about town business.
That's what I'm saying, you guys. We getting off the top. If the guy says something disrespectful, he out of here. That's all. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Straight up. You know what I'm saying?
And then he came in.
The guy can't. The guy.
What's up, family?
A fan in the chat. You know, can't take over our conversation like that. Straight up. It just ain't gonna happen.
He stole 7 8 Sports picture.
Sean
and made a video about it.
You do what you do, but I'm just making it known, my brother. You know, whatever you do, you know what I'm saying, outside of this, if you are racist or you do any racist things in my chat, you will be blocked and you will be block for good, and you will be, more than 300 seconds. Okay, so I'm just letting you know that.
Let me ask him this: why do you want to come to our channels all the time, man? Because I know you're gonna make a video of us. You talk so much shit about black channels. Why do you watch our videos? We don't pay attention to yours, motherfucker. I mean, why do you always come to our channels?
And he said my channel is
because he came to my live stream this morning talking that shit, and he got blocked immediately by one of my snipers. So why do you always come out? Why do you come to the black channels, dude? What's your obsession? Something's wrong with you, man. Get some help.
I think maybe he wants you to do videos on him so he can get the views.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, look, I ain't look. Sad, you know what I'm saying? Bro. You do what you do, Sean. You know what I'm saying? I ain't look. You know what I'm saying? Long as you don't keep my name out your mouth in a disrespectful manner, I ain't got nothing to say to you. You listen to our boxing knowledge, and you could possibly learn something. You know what I'm saying? And if you keep listening, you definitely will learn something. And that's all I'm talking about is boxing. I'm not trying to carry it to no other topics. Core Elite Boxing is what the hats say. That's what I get down with. So you guys, with the whole Deontay Wilder, to answer your question, Champ Ross, yes, Deontay Wilder gets busy outside of the ring. As far, look what he did to that troll. Come on, bro. What's his dude name, you guys? He hit the troll.
I was about to say that, yeah.
Oh, come on, Champ. No. You know he get busy.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up, but I'm like, yeah, he even went to go see a troll.
What's the troll's name?
Shit, I done forgot the motherfucking name. Callie, you probably know, huh?
Who?
The guy that Deontay Wilder met.
Knocked out this troll.
Talking shit about his daughter.
He was talking shit about his daughter.
He went to the gym and knocked his ass out.
You talk about Charlie Zelenoff?
Yeah, so Champ Ross, he get busy for his, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to question that. And that's why I think that puts him apart from the rest when you're talking about things that he does. Like if somebody talks shit and gets personal with his family, he will do shit like that and beat your ass straight up. You know what I'm saying? And then this dude, Dominic Brazil, talking about, oh, I need all these. He scarred my wife for life. Dude, you're a grown ass man and a heavyweight boxer on top of that. You ain't gonna do nothing about it. But you know what I'm saying? Let's break down this Gassiev versus Usyk fight. World Break, you say you don't know anything about either fighter? You supposed to know about my number one fighter, dog. I preach about him all the time. Come on, my brother. You on my Instagram? You know about him, dog.
Nah, man. Usyk, I think Usyk is. I think Usyk wins this fight, man. I think that he'll have what he really needs to do, in my opinion, which he didn't do really in his last fight. I think he needs to get on his toes a little bit, man. Not be there in the line of fire, man, against Gassiev, in my opinion. He really needs to utilize more angles, more than what he did in his last fight. He got into a trading war last fight. He definitely does not need to do that against Gassiev. He does it against Gassiev. There's a real good chance he goes to sleep. So he's gonna have to fight this fight much differently. But I think he will. If you watches this fight, he fights differently. In every fight, he adapts to his opponent. And I just see him, in my opinion, just outpointing Gassiev to a 12-round decision and becoming undisputed cruiserweight champion in the world and going into the record books. Just that simple, man. I just think that his experience is going to show up. I think that's going to be the difference in the fight. Gassiev, though he is a skilled fighter, but very green still, very young. I know he beat Dorticos, and Dorticos has experience, but I think that Usyk is on a whole nother level when it comes to experience, and I think he's just too much right now for Gassiev. Doesn't mean that in another, couple of years that Usyk will beat Gassiev. It's a chance he still can. But I think I see Gassiev in another couple of years of being really, really good. But I think he still needs a little bit more time, at least for someone like Usyk. I don't think Usyk's going to stop him, but I think Usyk wins 12-round decision, man. I just think that he's just too much. I think that Gassiev he'll capitalize on every mistake that Gassiev makes. Gassiev has shown the ability to fight on back foot just a little bit. He can outbox too, but I think that Usyk is just a little bit more skilled than Gassiev, and I think that will be the difference in the fight, man. I really do. But I recommend it, each and every one of you guys. I mean, I recommend that World Breaker that you go watch both fight. It's not both guys are crowd pleasing. Watch both guys fight, in my opinion, man.
Evil Green Ranger says another Abel hype job.
No, he's not. Gassiev is not a hype job, bro.
I think Gassiev got 2 belts for a reason. He beat Darticos.
You got it wrong. He's not a hype job. Gassiev is,
but I think he was losing that fight before he stopped Darticos too. He was getting outboxed.
That don't matter. That's because Darticos is a dummy. He kept trading.
All Darticos had to do was stay up for the rest of the round. Golly, man. But Black Horseman, how you breaking it down, my brother? Then I'm gonna let World break or I'm gonna go. Go ahead, Black Horseman. Who you got, brother?
I'm not breaking anything. I don't even know these guys, bro. I'm be honest with you, man. You know what I'm saying? They're the best guy.
Oh, that's why I just told him to go watch both fights. I hear you both guys are crowd pleasing, man. That you'll enjoy them. I promise.
To watching the fight. Hey, Sean New, man, look, just stop explaining yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yo, until you change what you got on your cover page, bro, just come on.
Sean, we're going to have to block you, my brother. You just got blocked, dog. I had to do it. You know, it is what it is, my brother. You still talking, dog. You got to get blocked, man. I don't even want to hear that racist shit in my live stream at all because it takes away from the great show that we are having.
So, told you, he not even worth it. A matter of time because he was just gonna start to work himself. Like I tell you how this dude is. I've seen him before.
Like
he's gonna work himself. He's gonna start saying some really out of pocket stuff that you ain't gonna like, bro.
Friendly channel. You know what I'm saying? We don't deal with any of the racism shit. And like I said, man, you know, people keep saying that this guy Sean Newton has been.
Yeah, he'll be making a video about you tomorrow, bro.
A lot of racist shit before. You know, he's making a video about me. It is what it is. That ain't gonna be the first one, and it probably ain't gonna be the last one. But like I said, man, Garcia versus Usyk is possibly going to be the fight of the year candidate. In my opinion, I think it could possibly be that good.
Usyk, I don't know about, man.
Usyk is my #1 pound for pound fighter, you guys, in the world. He's my #1 pound for pound fighter. So my #1 pound for pound fighter will be fighting this Saturday, you guys, and I can't wait. You know, a lot of people.
You said #1. You said your
hey,
#1.
Man, I'm gonna tell you this: black. A lot of people who are really like insiders view Usyk as extremely high.
Usyk is my
he's in the top 3, man. He's a top pound for pound fighter.
He's been my #1 pound for pound fighter, Black Horse.
Wow.
How you gonna say wow, Callie? Tell him, Callie.
Crawford is #1, but Usyk is definitely in the top 3, man. In my opinion.
I mean,
especially if he beat Gassiev.
Terrence Crawford is, you know what I'm saying, is you know, good. I put him like, you know, a strong #2 because I think, you know, Terrence Crawford is really, really well, you know, but I've always picked Usyk. You know, I've been picking Usyk in my top pound for pound fighter for
how
for
many
the last
divisions has he won in?
He's just been in cruiserweight, man. But
hey, Black Horseman, let me say this real quick, Corey. Black Horseman, if he wins, he's gonna be undisputed, man. That deserves top 2, man.
He's only been in one.
Welcome to the undisputed company.
But look, he's only been in one. You know, and I feel, you know, if you're saying, oh, he's only been in one, why is he pound for pound? I mean, because I think he's gonna do great things in the heavyweight. I know he is. You know, I know he is. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to bet on that shit.
But Corey, it don't matter right now. If he wins this fight, he's undisputed. Period. That's automatic. Automatic top 2. Automatic.
That's what I'm saying. But I just, you know, to answer Black Horseman, I just think that Usyk is so good though, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, pause, but he's just like, I think he's like the best fighter in the world, man. Straight up. And if you go look at they got a on the World Boxing Super Series YouTube page, you guys, they have about a 25-minute documentary of Gassiev and Usyk. I suggest all you guys go watch that shit. It'll catch you up on both fighters. And they have both fighters
his style
fights on that website as well.
He's gonna have to make some adjustments going to heavyweight, but I think he could be okay there. I do. I think he'll be all right.
My Instagram, I put a little clip of that montage on there too, you guys. I put, you know, the same cut, I think it's the same cut, man. That's for Deontay Wilder. Is the same cut, man, for Usyk for his fight coming up. And he says, I've never seen anybody train as hard as Usyk and Lomachenko. It's not possible. He said it's not possible.
The only concern I have about this fight is it's in Russia, and I'm hoping, I know Russia doesn't really have a strong history of cheating, but You never know, man. I'm just saying it's kind of
Daniel
some fun.
Look, Daniel Johnson in the chat says Corey Lee has been rocking with Usyk for a while. So fans know.
That's factual. That's factual.
Where you been?
Nobody denying that. Nobody denying that. I know that's your favorite guy.
Oh, I'm like, yo, where you been at?
Number one pound for pound.
Hey, I got it.
He can't get up to number one until he's pound. Because let's just say if he loses, he was a loser guy. He's number one pound for pound. But if he beats, hey, he can challenge for it, man. He's undisputed.
I just think
cruiserweight. Let me just say, cruiserweight might be the best division, if not one of the best divisions in all of boxing.
Y'all know what pound for pound means. That style of fighting can translate into any weight, and he'll be at the best.
I truly feel that way. 100%, 100,000%.
Okay.
2,000,000%. Now, if he goes in and gets sparked by Gassiev, everything I said goes out the window. But like I said, I got Gassiev. I got Usyk winning by 12-round unanimous decision. I don't think, possibly you might get a knockdown, possibly. If Gassiev gets tired in the 11th or 12th round, but if there is any stoppage, I have Usyk by late stoppage, possibly 11th or late 12th round stoppage.
That's why I disagree with you. I think it's a stoppage. It means that
possibly
Usyk made a mistake.
I said possibly though.
Yeah. No, I said it means that Usyk made a mistake. I don't think he'll make a mistake, but I said if he makes a mistake, that's the only way I see Gassiev winning that fight, in my opinion. People saying I don't think Gassiev can win a 12-round decision against Usyk. I just don't see that.
And that's another thing you guys have to put into play too. World Breaker, Black Horseman, and Cali. This fight was not supposed to be in Russia. This fight is in Russia now, man.
Yeah, this fight was supposed to be in Saudi Arabia, man.
Their fight, they agreed to have this fight in Saudi Arabia. The finale fight was signed, sealed, and delivered to fight in Saudi Arabia. And whatever may have you, whatever have you, maybe the investors backed out or whatever have you.
Oh, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. The Russian Federation stepped in.
Go ahead, Callie. Let the fans know what happened, my brother.
Yeah, the Russian Federation stepped in and decided. They said, no, well, we can offer more money. I mean, we think we should be able to bid on it. And they said, well, wait, no, it's it. And they said, no, we think that we should be able to bid on it. And then Usyk was like, hell no, I ain't fighting no Russia. Shit, man, we have a venue. We have a location. We can fight in Saudi Arabia. And then the Russian Federation was like, nope. So I guess they gave Usyk enough money and gave enough guarantees that he decided to go ahead with it.
And that's another thing, you guys. This is for all the marbles. So this is for the IBF, the WBO, the WBA, and this prestigious WBC final belt for this unification match. Okay, this is for undisputed cruiserweight king realm. Okay, this is going to be a once-in-a-lifetime type of opportunity, you guys. You guys are going to be able to witness this Saturday night. I cannot stress this enough, you guys. Do you know how many times that two champions face each other for all the marbles? Very, very rare, man. And you guys are going to be able to witness history this Saturday night, not only with Usyk and Gassiev, but Corey Lee's #1 pound-for-pound fighter, baby. I had to throw that one in there, you guys.
Corey Lee boxing.
But wrapping everything up, you guys. With everything going down, Cali and World Breaker and Black Horseman. I would really like to get your thoughts on everything that's going down at 147 pounds. We've been hearing now that it is a fact that Keith Thurman will not be fighting August 4th, and he will not be fighting September 8th either. So both dates push back even more. With that being said, does Keith Thurman, in you guys' eyes, lose his lust and lose his, aura about him as being the best fighter at 147, you guys? Who's your best fighter at 147, you guys?
I like Errol Spence Jr., but here's the thing. If Keith Thurman was to come back and win, I'm just keeping you never know. I don't think so, but you never know, man. It ain't like Keith Thurman don't have no skills or nothing, but the point is, when is he going to come back? I don't know. It's a mystery.
It's a mystery.
Man, it's an investigation. Someone needs to investigate it and find out.
Needs to investigate this guy. I mean, you see one sighting of Keith Thurman in the last 3 months, and he's with the Hebrew Israelite guys, and now he's a Hebrew Israelite. Now he's a Hebrew Israelite.
He's with his fine white
Thurman one time in 3 months, and we seen him with the Hebrew Israelites on a YouTube video. Oh, did you see Keith Thurman? He's a Hebrew Israelite. That's why we haven't seen him. You see how quickly that fucking whole story can get disbobulated and shit, and then twisted up. Now he's a Hebrew Israelite.
With his wife. His wife. You see his wife fine, man. I understand.
This dude, Cali, is feeling this dude's wife, yo. I'm being real with you, dog.
Hey, you don't think she's beautiful though, bro? Keep it real.
I mean, he got his attractive wife, you know what I'm saying?
But at the end of the day, nigga, Thurman is a fighter, man. I think he needs to be stripped, homie. I think Thurman needs to be taught a valuable lesson. When you're a champion, man, you need to make yourself available for big fights. You got sanctioning bodies, man. They need their money. They need their sanctioning fees, bro. And this is the sport of boxing, man. He used to talk all that shit about gladiator sport and this, that, and the third. Hey, man, look, if you got a beautiful wife, I give you that. You got a kid on the way. Okay, cool. But at the end of the day, man, get out the way. Vacate the belt. Let somebody else, I actually thought that it was
and Black Horseman is a Keith Thurman fan. If you hear him saying this, that's just I'm saying it's not a slight.
What did you say?
I tell you something. He's not no fanboy though. But I tell you something. If he at this point, that tell you the level of frustration that he has.
What did you say, Black Horseman?
I'm not no fanboy.
No, but
I'm a fan of Keith Thurman.
No, but Black Horseman told me. He said if Keith Thurman's not fighting August 4th, he gonna get it from me. He gonna get it, dog. And that's what
enough, man.
That's what you're getting right now, you guys. You got to hold Black Horseman accountable. He said if Keith Thurman does not fight August 4th as scheduled, he's gonna hear it from my channel, and we've been hearing it.
Yeah, man. Period, bro. I mean, if you a real fan, you should want to see one of your favorite fighters
and the only
fight the best.
And that's the only thing I gotta say. But to chime in, Black Horseman and Cali, I mean, us as a fan, we pay tickets. We support his YouTube channel. We support his Instagram channel, his Twitter. We support all of this stuff from Keith Thurman, you guys. And we can't even get a why you been out. We can't even get a fucking, we get a fuck you. And I'm spending your money still. That's all we get, dude. That's all I've seen Keith Thurman do.
Yeah.
And get fucking fat and get out of shape and marry his woman. Obviously, you're taking a little bit of time off. We understand that. You were injured. We understand that. But us as true hardcore boxing fans, we don't even get a fucking, we don't get anything. We don't get nothing. All we get is we get a picture with him and his fucking wife from God knows where, beautiful as she is. Oh, I'm coming back to America. That's all we get.
Yeah. And then he on 4th of July says, "Glad to be wearing the
fucking
red, white, and blue."
Man.
And you post an old picture of one of your uniforms that you walking in to to an old fight. When, if anything, we should be seeing you in, a uniform and walking into a new fight. But instead, you want to post old shit. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, look, when you're a fan of the sport, you got to put pressure on these champions, man. When you a champ, man, you got to defend your title, man. You gotta represent it in the right way, and you can't be making fucking excuses for these motherfuckers that's not representing the sport in the right way. And it's funny because you mentioned, before Thurman was brought up about the state of 147 division, it's like it's not good right now, man. It's not good. And who I feel is the number one welterweight right now, I mean, I gotta go with the number one pound for pound, until he gets beat. If now it can go either way. Spence can get in there and beat Crawford in the future whenever that fight happens, and he will get the crown. You know what I'm saying? But when you talk about pound for pound, that means your style can translate into any weight, and you the best fighter. So if he's number one pound for pound and he happened to be at welterweight, how can he not be the best? You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, Black, let me ask you a question. I want everybody else to answer this question after I want you to answer first. Doesn't this shit make you not like? kind of get frustrated with boxing. Sometimes just want to turn it off with all the fuck shit going on with boxing right now.
Nigga, you know I've been frustrated with the sport, bro. I've been frustrated with it, man. Period. Like, cause I'm a real fan of boxing, man. I've been watching boxing since long as I can remember. When I was a kid with my dad, in Hawthorne, nigga. You know what I'm saying? California, where it's like I've been watching boxing for a long time. I'm a fan of the sport, and I've seen many fighters from the Holyfields, the Tysons, the Roy Joneses, and a lot of fighters, man. Even the Drunken Wizard, the Emmanuel Augustus, and all kind of styles of different fighters. Then Pretty Boy Floyd came around, and all these different fighters that I've seen all the way up to this point, and it's changed, man. I've seen the sport shift to seeing great legendary fights to motherfuckers just talking shit. It's a social media era now, so motherfuckers just love to do more talking on their social media platforms.
New generation.
And do all this motherfucking,
hey, not to mention the fans co-sign this.
And then the fans make it worse, man. They fucking co-sign the shit, and it's just it went from fighters fighting to be the best fighters, and then now fighters wanting to be the biggest celebrity. And I can't stand that fucking shit, man. And it's just like fighters just want to be celebrities now. They don't want to be known as the best fighter. They want to be known as the biggest celebrity and somebody who made the most money in the sport. And as a whole, it has hurt the overall product of the sport, man. But we not getting good fights at all. You know what I mean? Like, great fights are being put on the shelf, and we sitting here talking about the shit on live streams. You know what I'm saying? Because we not getting the shit that is the fight game is not the way it used to be. Maybe I do need to fucking watch MMA now or some shit. Maybe I do need to watch wrestling, or I don't know. You know what I mean? Because I really enjoy what goes into the sport, the training camp. How the hell how you need to dedicate yourself. For, like, it's almost like going to boot camp. You got to dedicate yourself for that 3-month period or whatever it is. And
miss family time,
right.
Kids getting older, kids growing up, first steps, all that. Talk about it, Black Horseman.
Put your life on the line. You know what I'm saying? You just go through a strenuous training camp, and all to prepare for one person.
And you go through all that to fight who? Joe Schmo?
Right. And these motherfuckers is just, these fans will just make excuses and support these fighters that will go through this training camp just to walk through somebody in one round, you know what I mean? Who ain't nobody, or two rounds.
Triple G fighting a Foot Locker worker. True, and that's completely okay. Well, he was completely fine. I mean, he's a formidable opponent. A Foot Locker worker, bro. Foot Locker worker. For
Triple
real.
G fought for over $1 million against a guy that was sitting on his couch. A guy that was sitting on his couch.
You guys know that, right?
The guy that was sitting on his couch. The
guy. It's my Bonnet-Rosen. But he pulled Willie Monroe out of Foot Locker, man. For real. Willie Monroe was working at Foot Locker when he pulled him out of there to fight him. For real. That's not a lie. That's some bull. That's for real, man. That's facts. He pulled that motherfucker out of Foot Locker, man.
Man. So you mean, like you said, like right there, that just lets you know what kind of era we're in, man. Where guys who work at a department store can get a title shot, man. And that's the type of era it is, man. And like you stated, man, the fans will defend these guys. And I mean, the state of boxing is trash, man. And we do more talking about these quote unquote good fights, these fantasy fights, than actually seeing good fights. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we have to wait.
Big time facts.
We have to wait so fucking long, bro, just to see a great fight. And by the time we see it, it's just like, fuck, nigga, we should have seen this shit 3 years ago, 4 years ago. You know what I mean? So it's just like when it's a good fight that's on the horizon, that's hot, like right now, they want to hit us with, hey, man, it's a good fight next year. It's a good fight in the future. This, that, and the other. And, at the end of the day, it's like, at the end of the day, man, it's like, we just got to keep it real. We got these channels and we got to keep it 100, man. That it's not good. The sport of boxing is not in a good spot, man, at all. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm not throwing all fighters under the bus, man, because there is some fighters, man.
You know what, though? I got a good idea for a video for you. You need to do boxing state of just like the they got State of the Union address, state of the state address for governor. How about you give a state of boxing address? Do a video of that. That'd be a good video for you, man. While you breaking that down, I think that's a good video for you to do.
That'd be a pretty good video for Black Horseman to do, yo. He does a lot of other shit, like the state of Keith Thurman and yeah, just do a state of the boxing, man. If you need us to get on there, we'll get on there. I think you'd be doing it good by yourself, though, man, because you break it down, you know what I'm saying? You do a video or you go a little live, but you know what I'm saying? Like you going on your little tangent right now, man. You telling some facts. I mean, what would you like to see right now? You know what I'm saying? How would you like to see it? You know
like I say, I mean, I would like I said, and people that know me, you know, they gonna know. They gonna be like, hey, this nigga must be serious. I want to see Keith Thurman get stripped of his WBA title. That's what I want to see, because I want to see consequences for these fighters not giving us fights.
Hey, Mike, you know what the downside of that, though? You know what the downside of Manny Pacquiao gets upgraded to super champion? This is kind of conundrum we're in right now. If Keith Thurman gets stripped, which he deserves to get stripped, Manny Pacquiao ain't gonna fight nobody.
I'd rather Keith Thurman not get stripped than Manny Pacquiao get the super belt.
Right.
I mean, I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
I'm being honest with you guys.
It's like, I'm trying to hold on to this welterweight division because this is supposed to be the most exciting division in boxing. Whereas you got Keith Thurman, Terrence Crawford, and Errol Spence. Those three right there, that triangle right there, man, like that should be epic. But we don't know what the fuck is going to happen with Keith Thurman. These fight days keep getting pushed back, you know, further and further and further. You know, Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford already stated that that fight is not going to happen until later on down the road. You know what I mean? So, man, I get depressed talking, just thinking about this shit.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, you forget about there ain't gonna be no undisputed at welterweight. I'm giving up on them dreams. Just about for a whole month now, I've given up on those dreams. I don't see that ever happening. Because because Keith Thurman might get stripped and he get Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao ain't fighting nobody serious. So and the WBA ain't gonna force him to fight nobody. He can fight whoever he want to fight. And so that belt gonna be gone at least for a couple years. And then finally, he'll probably lose or vacate, and then somebody else, and maybe Manny Pacquiao fights Americano. Maybe Americano don't get knocked out and he get it. And now the belt gonna be held hostage in the UK. So I mean,
look, Cat, they got motherfuckers talking about Pacquiao should fight Lomachenko next. Nigga, I don't want to fucking see that fight. He is a welterweight. Why do I want
that fight next? Why? Pacquiao got to go to 135.
Yeah.
You heard Lomachenko say, right? Lomachenko said, because remember first Lomachenko was talking about possibly that if he would fight him, he would be willing to fight him at a catchweight or possibly at 140. Now Lomachenko saying you can only fight me at 135, no catchweight. So he don't want to fight him. So I think Lomachenko got scared from the Linares fight, and I think he knows that his time is coming to an end too. Eventually, and I hate saying this, but I like Lomachenko, but Lomachenko 135 is eventually somebody gonna get him. Whether it's Tank, I'm telling you, I think Tank gonna get him, man. If they fight, I think his team's starting to know this.
Thing, you guys, you got it. People were saying that I was crazy as shit for saying that Tank that Gervonta Davis has a chance against Lomachenko. People said I was crazy on even Ringside Reporter beating the odds with Beeb. Shout out to Joe Habib, but they said I was crazy. I don't know if Joe said it, but Eric and fucking Robbie old ass said it. They said I'm crazy as shit for saying that Gervonta Davis has a chance, even has a remote chance against Lomachenko. They're saying that he doesn't even have a chance on this show that I was on.
Corey, I think he got a chance. I think he'll punch with Lomachenko, which is what you have to do.
What do you guys in the chat think? Do you guys think that Gervonta Davis has a chance on beating Lomachenko, the Vasil Lomachenko? What do you guys think, Black Horseman and Cali?
Yeah, I definitely do. Anybody that say you crazy for that, man, they just probably Lomo, whatever they call them, Lomo
tards.
Yeah, I was gonna say that shit, but I don't label everybody tards, but yeah, man. I mean, Gervonta Davis is the puncher, so go ahead, Callie.
The body shot to me, man. Because it's one thing. Even if you're missing his head, the body will be available.
But that's another thing, you guys. Look how Salido slowed down Vasyl Lomachenko. Vasyl Lomachenko won't that fast in the 12th, in the 10th and 11th and 12th round like he was in the first round of that Salido fight. Salido went heavy to the body, and Salido won that fight. I watched that fight five times, and 5 times I had Salido winning.
Salido don't have the punching power of a Gervonta Tank Davis either, man.
So you trying to tell me? So you guys in the chat, you trying to tell me, and people that are at home that's going to watch this live stream tomorrow, you guys are trying to tell me that Gervonta Davis is not a better fighter than Orlando Salido? And I know you guys are going to be like, well, that was only his 3rd or 4th fight. Lomachenko has gotten way better by then. Dude, he's 32, 33. How much better did he get?
And how old was Salido when he fought Lomachenko?
Or do you think, and that's another thing, this dude Salido had like 10 losses at the time. I don't care how much he learned.
Yeah, Salido old as fuck right now, so he just got to rest him still in there.
This dude, you guys is pound for pound #1 fighter, Vasyl Lomachenko, lost to a guy with 8 losses minimum.
And it was driving for Uber. He was an Uber driver.
And he stole a 12-pack in Mexico.
12-pack and a pack of bubble gum, nigga.
This dude stole a 12-pack, dude.
He stole a 12-pack, but this dude's an Uber driver, stole a 12-pack, man. Still beat Lomachenko ass, man.
How you steal a 12-pack in a store in Mexico and they catch you and you still walk out with the joint and they get locked up for it?
Man.
That's the nigga
that got to win over you.
And then listen.
Look at that beat Lomachenko, bro.
And then listen, you don't steal the beer at midnight right before they cut you off and they can't serve you the beer no more. No, you steal the beer at 5:59 right before 6 a.m. in the morning, right before they open the door to let you buy beer. No, matter of fact, in Mexico, I think you can buy beer at 7 in the morning. He stole the beer at 5:59, so there was an hour before he could possibly legally buy beer. He walked out of the store at 5:59 and stole the beer when he wasn't even able. You're not even able to legally buy beer at that time.
He was already
and they told him that. This dude was partying all night and couldn't stop. He needed the beer.
Yeah.
And that's who beats you guys is pound for pound #1 fighter. That guy.
Like he drove Uber. He drove Uber the day before the fight. I'm serious.
This dude Salido stole a 12-pack.
That nigga said, I beat Lomachenko, SA. I'm walking out, fool.
He said, hey, Lomachenko, I beat your ass. Go back to driving Uber. Hey, I beat you. I still drive Uber, man. So I go. He said, I got a client.
You know how I beat him?
Pick up my stuff.
You know how I fucking beat it, say? I beat Lomachenko, fool. I'm walking out. Coronas, fool.
That's another thing too, though, man. He could have took that rematch for $500,000. He declined it.
Damn.
So and now
you talking about Lomachenko?
Yeah, no. Salido was offered $500,000 to take the
rematch. He wanted more. He said he wanted more
money, and he did not fight him. But he later on went to fight somebody else, lose, then retire.
That's that CTE.
So you know what that shows me? That shows me that he wants Lomachenko to sit on that L.
Damn.
And this imagine, Lomachenko's only lost to like 2 people in his whole life.
Right. But let me tell you, Lomachenko still never tried.
Listen, out of over 500 fights, he only has 2 losses over 500 fights, amateur and pro.
Let me say this stuff, but Lomachenko, man, one thing about him, man, like I said, he still never tried to face somebody with that style. Since, okay, you don't have Salido, but you could have tried to find somebody with a similar style to try to face that. Still hasn't. So so that's a question mark for me. But one thing I noticed about Lomachenko, though, especially he tends as some of his fights. If you saw some of the fights that the fights that tend to go a little bit later, he tends to fatigue later on, man. You know what I mean? Usually gets guys to quit. But if you notice, he does fade a little bit.
Facts, yo. This nigga, wow, yo.
So you mean to tell me you got at the bottom of
Yo, actual fact says Corey sounds like the detective from Menace to Society. So you got the beer at 11:30, right? Yes, I did. So you got the beer at 12:30, right? Yes. You know you fucked up, right?
Classic nigga. Shout out to
Hey, but I don't care, man. Hey, say what you want to say. Lomachenko has to live with the fact that dude stopped driving Uber to beat his ass. I mean, I'm sorry. That's you can't. That can't get any more funnier than that.
DJ Lowe said he got lucky.
He still lost to an Uber driver. Got lucky or not.
He said he got. And Reese Mack says.
Hey, the struggle's real, nigga.
Reese Mack says one loss, and then he says Lomachenko's next fight was Gary Russell. That doesn't excuse the loss, though.
He still lost to an Uber driver.
The 12-pack thief.
Right. He's like, I told y'all to whoop his ass, and then he said, "Let's go steal this beer."
He was a 12-pack thief.
He like, I got arrested, but I still beat Lomachenko ass.
Now we're gonna have to arrest you, Salito. So what, nigga? I'm beat Lomachenko ass. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, shit.
hey, Black Corey, listen to this. He said, man, I stole this 12-pack. I stole this 12-pack of beer. You know why? Because I beat Lomachenko. That's still gotta celebrate the memory of that shit.
Oh shit. But yeah, Daniel Johnson says, I bet you he wish he would have after he saw that beer was too expensive. He says Keen Life says 12-pack thief. Yeah, he was though, man. You know what I'm saying? And Alex Santos says Salito known as the 12th pack thief. Hey man, listen,
Uber only pays so much, man, being an Uber driver. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like it's it's the best thing. Or you got to work really hard when you're driving for Uber, man. You know, sometimes you need to steal your beer. You know what I'm saying? Just like, it is where you got to steal your 12-pack, to come up, try to save some money. I mean, Uber don't always pay that well. Lyft pay more than Uber. So, I mean, Uber drivers don't make quite as much. So sometimes an Uber driver got to steal a little something, you know what I mean? But you still have enough time to beat Lomachenko ass.
Shout out to Salito, bro. Shout out to Salito. Stealing beers and whooping ass.
So do you guys think, so let me ask you guys this before we finish up. Do you guys think that Lomachenko could possibly go down as one of the best, lightweights in the world, or the best, smaller weight division fighters in the world? Do you think he's on the brink of greatness, if not already there? What do you guys think about Lomachenko? Yeah, what's your take on Lomachenko, you guys?
I think he's a great fighter, man. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. I mean, even though he got beat by Uber / beer thief. I mean, fight.
he needs to do. He needs to do a little bit more, but I think he's on the road to. I think he'd be on the road to Hall of Fame. He could do a little bit more. I think. Now he don't. His team don't want him to move up no more. He should move up again.
If he goes up again, he's gonna look like Chocolatito.
Yeah, I think so too. He may not even might moving up. If Tank move up, let's just say if Tank wait a couple years and he fight Tank, he may not want to fight Tank in another couple years, because I think Tank will really beat his ass in about 2 more years. But I think Tank could get him now. But in about 2 more years, Tank will probably beat the shit out of him. Probably dog walk him. So he probably ain't gonna want to fight Tank. That's why he want to fight Tank now, in my opinion.
I think he got a lot of danger around him, bro. It's gonna be if Lomo, I'll be impressed if Lomo can go, you know what I'm saying, and end up being one of the best, guys in a lot of divisions. Like, if it'll be very impressive because he got a lot of tough competition around him, man. Under him, in the division below him, above him, in the same division, and shit, man, he gonna have a tough time in October when he face Ray Beltran. You know what I mean?
Well, I think he's gonna beat Ray Beltran. I mean, Ray Beltran, the winner. So Ray Beltran and Pedraza, they're gonna fight each other. The winner of that is supposed to face Vasyl Lomachenko. So here's the thing, though. I see. This is what I think, man. Because Manny Pacquiao said he's willing to go to 140 to face Vasily Lomachenko. But Vasily Lomachenko's team changed their mind from fighting at a catchweight to possibly fighting at 140. They said the only way they'll fight Pacquiao is at 135, which tells me they don't believe they can beat Manny Pacquiao at 140. They believe that Manny Pacquiao would probably knock Lomachenko out.
They don't want to Rigondeaux themselves and shit.
Hey, they're realistic. His team is not going to allow him to do certain things. They know their limitation. They know his limitation. Like I told you, man. I said he don't belong at 135. 135 is stepping over the line for him, man. His body didn't look right at 135. He's really a 130-pound fighter, and he really needs to go back down there, in my opinion. But I'm telling you, from 126 to 147, my God. It's shit's loaded, man. Unfortunately, it's not fighting each other.
Yeah, right. Fuck niggas, man. God damn, I can't. I'm depressed. I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to do that fucking stream, bro, that y'all talking about.
The state of the state boxing address.
Shit, man.
Yeah, you need to do that. Man. And we just talk about all of this is bullshit. There's a lot of great fights to be had, but we can't get them. I don't like that, man. I mean, that's a disgrace. For real. There's so many great fights out here. Well, my network. I don't want to hear any of that shit because networks can come together. Not only can networks come together, promoters can come together. There's always people use all those things as shields to avoid fights. That's why I'm telling you, Shitty, because he ain't gonna be called Demetrius Andrade. Shitty decided to go to Doug Zone because he didn't want to fight nobody, man. Now you're trying to call out Jamel Charlo knowing he can't get that fight.
I don't fuck with no niggas that wear hoops in their nose. Fuck out of here, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody who went to the Doug Zone, in my opinion, you went there because you didn't want to fight nobody. That's how I view it. That's how I view it. Yeah, you go to the Doug Zone, you didn't want to fight nobody. Just like AJ, a lot of people to talk about his mama and telling fans to fight Deontay Wilder. You know what I mean? So when I see that dude, he's a ducker.
All them niggas gonna be on crack in a year.
Man, boxing is sad, man. It's in a sad, sorry state right now, man. You got Triple G over there talking about, well, Jamal Charlo, who's he fight? Who did Willie Moreau and Dominic Wade fight? Who did they fight? Huh? Who did they fight? You know what I mean? I'm tired of people like, well, who did he fight? I don't care. Why do we gotta do this? Who do we fight shit? If we think somebody's good, how come we can't get that fight? That's all I need to know. I don't care what his resume is. If we think this guy's a tough fight for this other guy, if we in the fans, we want to see it. Why can't we get it?
Hey, not to get off subject, and I gotta kind of wrap it up, bro. But did y'all see recent pictures of what's your boy, the one that fought Bernard Hopkins some time back, but he got arrested, nigga, I think the day before yesterday. Fuck, what was his name? He was a champion. He was one of the few guys that beat Bernard Hopkins, and he got the rematch, and I think B-Hop beat him in the rematch, but he got knocked out by
Jermaine Taylor?
Jermaine Taylor. Yeah. Jermaine Taylor is nigga, he looked bad, bruh. He looking real bad. Like he got arrested, dog, just like day before yesterday, I think. Either yesterday or the day before yesterday. It's looking rough, bro. So man, a lot of times, man, don't be good for these fighters, man, after they, get out of the sport. So, hey, got to support them when they hear, if they fighting, we give them all the love and support that we can give them. But shit, after they get out of the sport, man, a lot of times, bro, it just be bad for them. Jermaine Taylor, like, you can Google that shit, bro. And it's supposed to come out like the story about why he got arrested and everything like that. But they do got his mug shot up. That nigga eyes was bloodshot red. Looked like that nigga. Like it made me think about it because I said I think everybody that signed the zone gonna be on crack in a year. But it looked like he might already be there. Head start program. But yeah, man, he look like he got some serious issues. Yeah, Reese Mack.
Yeah, I look at it. CTA. Don't forget, man. Towards the end of his career, Jermaine Taylor took a lot of damage.
I don't know exactly. That's what I've been doing, man. Since y'all been holding the show down, man. I've been doing my research, man. I don't know what the fuck is going on, man. But shout out to Barbershop Conversations. Michelle Phelps from Behind the Gloves responds to Blue Blood's video. I don't know if they got some type of brewing beef going on.
Do you know that her
wow. I don't know what's going
on. Let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you what happened.
Guys. I've been looking at it. I've been looking it up.
Yeah, Behind the Gloves. Wow. So they said a Wilder fan, because when Blue Blood Sports TV when he was at the press conference, right? He said, what about Wilder? and said, then Eddie Hearn said, "Oh, we have a Deontay Wilder fanboy in here," and so this is what they put ahead. So what they did is they did a video saying, they said, Deontay Wilder fan. You know, Eddie Hearn responds to Deontay Wilder fan. I'm like, what? I mean, you know that he's a reporter, so why would you even say that? That's disrespect. She knows who he is.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah,
and she shouldn't be talking, man. We know about the secrets of her.
Because I heard they changed the title now. That's what I'm hearing from Barbershop. Barbershop just stated that they changed the title. But what was the title?
They said that Eddie Hearn responds to Deontay Wilder fan knowing that he's a reporter.
So they're saying that Blue Blood Sports was just like a fan.
No, they changed. You know who changed their title? It wasn't Behind the Gloves. It was Fight Hub. Remember, because Fight Hub tried to say like Anthony Joshua went after Jarrell Big Baby Miller when it was Jarrell Big Baby Miller went after Anthony Joshua. So they lied and said that it was Joshua that went after him. Like, why would you lie?
I don't know, man.
You couldn't catch me nowhere in that motherfucking
crazy though, bro. So yeah,
I wouldn't have been nowhere near that.
Breaking news, you guys, man. You know, Michelle Phelps. I don't know, what she's doing, or what's the secret about Michelle Phelps. Please share. Laugh out loud. Well, we just trying to share it now, my brother. Like I said, I'm on the ass end of this, the whole going down. But from what I'm hearing, Michelle Phelps replied and did a video about it, Cali Enigma. And so I don't know if it's deeper than that, or she has something against Blue Blood or what. But
because Blue Bloods was not only did a video, he said when I see her, I'm gonna talk to her. Because all these channels out here, they BSing, and she know what she did was disrespectful, but she get a paycheck from Matchroom Boxing, and it's been proven. They get a paycheck from Matchroom Boxing.
Shit, Black Horseman there. And there you go then. There's your answer, Black Horseman.
Checkmate. There we go.
Me and Black Horseman said the same thing at the same time, yo.
You already know, nigga. We have answers.
But yeah.
Did she respond on Instagram? Or on because I don't see it on Behind the Gloves.
I don't know. I know Fred from Barbershop Conversations just did a video about it. I was trying to do my little research while you guys were going in on the Lomachenko thing, man. But from what I'm hearing, there's some type of Michelle Phelps, says something about Blue Bloods, or like I said, I don't know all the details as of right now. It's still fresh, but Fred from Barbershop Conversations must have felt some type of way to make a video about it. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, I got love for everybody out there, man. But it sounds like maybe Fred from Barbershop Conversations is calling a spade a spade. You know what I mean? I mean, he's calling it for what it is. The title of Fred from Barbershop Conversations says media member behind the gloves responds to Blue Blood quote unquote fan video. So Michelle Phelps owns Behind the Gloves, and she must have responded to, the whole fan, the Blue Blood, fan video type deal. But like I said, man, you shouldn't be, that's kind of out of character for her. That's kind of, that's not out of character. That's kind of wrong of her to do that, because we are all media members and we all try to get the best stories and, work our ass off, to do this for little to no money. You guys, you got to understand, man, when we guys are doing these live streams, doing all this shit about this boxing shit, man, we do not get fucking, you think we millionaires, dude? We don't get paid for this shit, dog. We do it because we love the sport.
Passion, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? But for I don't like, what'd she say again? Cali Enigma? Cali going in on the research.
No, so what you saying? What you say again? He said what? We used to ask. What did you ask me again?
Black Horseman, he's knee deep in the research now. He's the research department.
To find her video.
Look, I told you. I told you.
Now, but you saying what she said? Basically, she called Blue Blood Sports TV a fan for asking Eddie Hearn about Deontay Wilder. Said we don't want to see the Pavetta fight. We want to see Anthony Joshua fight Deontay Wilder. And Eddie Hearn said, "Well, there goes a Deontay Wilder fanboy. And so Michelle Joy first responds to him, Deontay Wilder fan. Now, come, you know damn well what he is. Don't, why you gonna say something disrespectful like that? She knows she was being disrespectful. She meant that shit. And now she when she get probably getting defensive.
Damn, so you feel like Michelle Phelps meant that shit about Blue Blood Sports?
Oh yeah, she did. She knows because
because Blue Blood Sports, doesn't he wear that hat to the media events?
Yeah, she knows, and they know each other. She know him personally. So yeah, everybody over here trying to kiss Eddie Hearn's ass.
So when you brand yourself really well, you show up, they're gonna recognize you right away.
So you feel like they made the video after they already knew, after she knows this guy already?
Oh yeah, she did. She made all she did. She just put the title on there. Yeah, they did that. They did that on purpose because
it was not
Fight Hub.
It was on purpose.
Yeah, Fight Hub, Fight Hype. They're all putting out videos dissing the Blue Blood Sports TV. So I mean, yeah, this was done.
Why were they dissing him? What did Blue Blood
Eddie Hearn probably directed them to do that, man. For real, they all get a paycheck from him. All of them. He pays all of them. So that's why. It comes down to that. When you got Eddie Hearn's on, because I'm gonna tell you, Behind the Gloves admitted that she was on his payroll. We know the Seconds Out admitted that he was on his payroll, and you can tell by the way that Floyd Hype reacts now that they're on his payroll now because they have no one else to leech off since Floyd Mayweather's not fighting anymore. They can't leech off him anymore, so now they found a new leech. I mean, now they found some more blood to suck off of, which is hopefully Anthony Joshua. They got access to Anthony Joshua by throwing a bunch of softball questions to him and Eddie Hearn. So now they hope to stay on the payroll. It's really that simple. Eddie Hearn is trying to build himself an American channel to go to because he has IFL.
So they were pretty much disrespecting Blue Blood. You feel?
Yeah, because it's because pertaining to Deontay Wilder, man. They want to continue to slander Deontay Wilder. So he's trying to get these American channels to do the same thing that IFL TV does in the UK.
Wow, hey, Black Horseman, this shit's kind of big though, man. Real shit though.
Yep.
This shit's on the low though. This shit's some breaking news, but this shit is kind of big.
It's like an attack on real American fighters and American media, bro. Real shit.
Media, man. The media. I mean, damn. So you think she did it on purpose, Callie?
Oh, of course. Yep. I do.
And you say you know Michelle Phelps, you know her personally.
I don't. Blue Bloods does. Blue Bloods remember Blue Bloods is he shows up to all these fights and is a media guy, so he's been around all these people just like Fred from Barbershop Conversations has.
Oh so, wow, yeah, they do know people, and
they all know her.
My foot in the door, you know what I'm saying? So wow, so you feeling like they knew already and they still put the video up?
Yeah, of course you know, man. Like I said, she's on Eddie Hearn's payroll, man. So some stuff, actually, she might not even have to be said. Some stuff is not said, just implied, and they know what to do. Because this whole thing turned into, if you've been paying attention to what's been going on, especially have you noticed with Floyd Hype, which now we can call it Anthony Joshua Hype now, that all of a sudden they started to look at the questions they asked Eddie Hearn. And remember when they interviewed Shelley Winkle and how they were getting tough on him, but they were throwing all the softball questions to Eddie Hearn, letting Eddie Hearn lie to him, not doing no follow-up questions. When it came to Shelley Finkel, they were doing a bunch of follow-up questions, but they couldn't get Shelley Finkel because Shelley Finkel had evidence. It's funny how that works out.
That's what I'm saying. So, Black Horseman, I mean, how do you feel about the situation so far from what you're hearing, Black Horseman, before we wrap things up? I mean, wow, I didn't know, all this was going down, man. I mean, like I said, it just hit my my YouTube with Fred, Fred from Barbershop Conversations. I met him personally. I know him. I have his I have his direct contact number. And like I said, if need be, I'll call this dude and I'll get to the bottom of this shit. You know what I'm saying? But from Michelle Phelps, if she's trying to disrespect in any way, man, how are you feeling about it, Black Horseman? I mean, wow, man.
I mean, it sounds fucked up. To be honest with you, I don't know nothing about no Michelle Phelps. You know what I mean? I'm too real to be in the building with them fake motherfuckers like that. To be honest with you, bro.
Real shit.
I wouldn't be caught nowhere around them fake motherfuckers, dog. nothing. I wouldn't even be nowhere near anything that got the zone attached to it.
No, and remember the chick with the remember the big titty chick that gave Deontay Wilder
but look,
our
that's
interview?
that's like Blue Blood Sports going into a fucking snake infested waters. It's like
yeah, bro. I mean,
it's like
that's
it's
unfortunate,
dude,
man. But I ain't gonna even put myself in a situation like that.
No, remember, him and Ness were the only ones that asked any question. Ness from the Boxing Voice.
Oh, shout out to Ness, man. That's my boy too, man. I talked to him on the DM on too, though. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I want to ask you guys. Do you guys think Michelle Phelps is reaching, or do you think she just don't? You think she just don't really like the whole Wilder? But she just did an interview with Wilder.
I know she did an hour interview with him. Man, only thing I can think of that
Wilder.
I guess they're trying to help the zone, man. That's the only thing I can think of. They're trying to help the Duck Zone, man.
But she just did a whole interview and asked about his family and everything in the beginning.
Don't matter, bro. Sometimes that shit don't matter, man. When you on somebody, bro.
Do interviews quarterly, Black Horse Promotions, Cali Enigma Boxing. Goddamn it! Fuck, I'm telling you, man, some fake motherfuckers, man.
Yo, I'm gonna end the show, man. But
interviews with the Devil's Angels. Shit. Go ahead, bro. Yeah, I gotta wrap it up too.
What the fuck is this world coming to, dog? What the hell is boxing coming to? Just the media part. God, then we're making response videos. Shit's getting messy. It's getting messy, to be honest with you, Cali Enigma. It's getting messy. You know, but hey,
no, this shit's savage, man. It is, because I'm gonna tell you this right now, man. Because I've been told all kind of stuff, man. That Eddie Hearn and that Anthony Joshua actually knows who the LDBC is. And I'm just telling you from people that I've spoken to on Instagram that are from the UK, that Anthony Joshua knows who the LDBC is and have watched our videos, which we already knew anyway. And he don't like it. He don't like us. But stop being a fuck nigga then.
You said who? Who watched our videos?
Anthony Joshua does. Oh. He watches our videos.
Yeah, we already know.
Man, listen, man. You already know. You already know, dude. You already know they watching the videos, man. You can't help it. We got some positive shit going on over here, man.
Thanks for the support.
Thanks for the support, Anthony Joshua. If you're watching, I still think you're gonna get your face completely knocked off your shoulders. But I think, you know what I'm saying.
No, he wants you to fight him.
He wants you to fight. I am rooting for Joshua versus Miller. So
I am now Joshua. Now that was pertaining to Wilder. Now, when you fight Anthony Joshua, that was talking about your mother sucking mother or whatever he was saying about your mother. Now, I think you will knock his flubber. I think you will stretch this big ass motherfucker, man. And I think I was thinking, you guys. You know what I was thinking, you guys, and to end it on this note. If Anthony Joshua fights Jarrell Miller, that knockout will shake that ring. I guarantee you. Because he's so big, and just him hitting the fucking, him hitting the fucking floor.
I don't think he can knock out. I don't think he can knock out Jarrell Big Baby Miller. I don't think he got enough power, man.
I guarantee. I'm not only. I know he can knock him out. I'm guaranteeing it with money on top. Trust me.
And he said, I have no interest in Jarrell Big Baby Miller. Oh damn, hold up. He said, you all trying to make me fight Deontay Wilder. I don't want to fight Big Baby Miller either.
Just like Reese Mack says, Big Baby Miller's too slow for him.
If he wants to gain
any kind of slow. What are you guys talking about?
Cali. That's the easiest, quickest way.
Nobody talk about fucking, you know what I'm saying, Anthony Joshua in a good light.
I don't like Big Baby Miller. Big Baby Miller's a fuck nigga, especially for the shit he talking about to do. I don't like Jarrell Big Baby Miller. I can't stand him. I don't like him more than anybody. I don't like Jarrell Big Baby Miller at all. But because he's talking about people's personal life, but I just don't see him knocking out Jarrell Big Baby Miller, man. I don't think he got no power.
Jarrell Miller is desperate for that fight. You know what I'm saying? He act like he desperate for that fight. That's the quickest, easiest way for Anthony Joshua to get some good American fan base. Just to get a quick little fan base. Knock that motherfucker out. Get him out of there. You get some cash from the East Coast.
He's not going to fight him because people going to ask him, when you going to fight Wilder? He don't want to fight him American.
But like you say, he listens to our live streams. So if you listening, Anthony Joshua, you need that fight, man. If you want to get yourself in the door just a little bit, you know how when you're doing a little presidential debate and they got certain states highlighted and shit, so you know which presidents winning which states. Nigga, you probably win a couple states, states on the East Coast, bro. Might get New York, little Connecticut, Maine, and some shit. I don't know about DMV area. I don't know about that, but you know what I mean. You get some couple of highlighted areas over there. You know, knock that big motherfucker out. A lot of motherfuckers want him to get his ass knocked out.
Look,
anyway.
Reese Mack says, I got my issues with Anthony Joshua, but let's be honest, Anthony Joshua ain't losing to no Big Baby Miller.
I believe that up until Wednesday. Well, until Tuesday.
Callie. If you think Big Baby Miller is beating Anthony Joshua, you need to reevaluate your boxing.
No, it's not that, man. I go by if you show me that you're afraid of somebody
like that, Black Horse. I'm sorry, dog.
If you show me you're afraid of somebody, to me you mentally check out. He showed me that he afraid of Big Baby Miller. I can't pick anybody who's afraid of another fighter.
Anthony Joshua showed me that he didn't want to fucking get kicked out of America. He showed me that, you know what I'm saying, he didn't want to fuck up the whole DAZN reveal and everybody talking about how Anthony Joshua beat the living dog shit out of slow ass Big Baby Miller. I mean, where's Big Baby Miller gonna go? He can't run. I mean, he's gonna get just washed by Anthony Joshua.
Why did he ask for the fight?
I just think
that's all I'm saying. I was expecting him to actually say,
You know why, Cali Enigma? Because I think Povetkin beats Big Baby Miller. That's why he's fighting Povetkin. Because who gives a fuck about Big Baby Miller? All he has is one of these. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if Spilka beats him. I'm being honest. I
wouldn't be surprised. I think Spilka could outslick him.
I'm being honest, Callie. I mean, who's to say Spilka don't even beat Big Baby?
No, I can see that. Spilka could definitely outslick him, man, and cause Spilka could be awkward at times. I wouldn't be surprised if Spilka gave him problems.
Let everybody know where they can follow you at, man. We definitely went in overtime today. We addressed everything and under the sun. This has been a hell of a show, man. This is one of the better shows we've done. But Black Horseman, let everybody know where they can follow you at, my brother. Thank you.
Yes, indeed, man. First off, appreciate you, Corey Lee, having me back on, man. It's been a minute. Shout out to Cali Enigma, also World Breaker, who was on earlier. All the moderators, man, everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Shit, man, y'all can follow me. Just type in Black Horse Promotions on pretty much any platform, man, on social media, and I'll pop up. Black Horse Promotions right here on YouTube as well. And I do live streams and everything like that. But man, I'm just here to support, Corey Lee Boxing, definitely one of the hottest channels on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? So y'all keep supporting Corey Lee Boxing. And once again, great discussion. And I mean, like, shit, man, to make my closing thoughts, man. Y'all know this, y'all see the state of boxing, man. And what it is too, man, it's a lot of other media platforms that's jealous of certain media platforms like Corey Lee Boxing, Black Horse Promotions, Cali Enigma, Blue Blood Sports, and so on and so forth. These different platforms that we have where we speaking on boxing, we real true fans of the sport, and we're the ones that's going to ask real questions, put pressure on these fighters, and a lot of these professional fighters have a lot of protectors. Not only do they have promoters that's protecting them, they got media protecting them now. So just like, sometimes it's all about being smart, man. Sometimes there's certain buildings that it's appropriate for you, and there's certain buildings that you shouldn't be in. And, you don't want to put yourself in a position where somebody can, try to embarrass you or try to belittle you or whatever. Man, I'm too real to be in there with them motherfuckers like that, bro. It's like, hey, but that kind of shit goes down, man, when you in the wrong building, you know what I mean? And so it is what it is. But at the end of the day, man, we got to keep doing what we're doing, man. Keep putting pressure on these professional fighters, these champions, until we can get the fights, you know what I mean? And hopefully we get them. But shit, we just gonna call it like it is, man, and keep speaking this real talk, man, until we get the real fights that we want to see, man. But this is Black Horse, man. That's all I got.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Cal Enigma. Let everybody know your final thoughts, man. Speak your mind.
Oh, man, I meant to come on Black Horseman today, man. I've been on live streams all day. I had turned out, wasn't supposed to be as long as it was, marathon stream earlier. Salute to everybody who was in that, from Carl Burrell to Mr. Boxing Today 2 to Blue Blood Sports TV I tried to get you on, Corey. I tried to get Black Horseman on. Black Horseman was at work. To the boxing clinic and more, man. It was lit today, man. Salute to everybody that came on my live stream. Also, Ronald Finkley came on too. Salute to that brother, man. I was on the boxing clinic's live stream earlier today. I did a live with DCB and Ticket TV today. Salute to them, man. You know what I'm saying? I just I was messing with and I was also messing with Mr. Boxer today too on his stream. So like I said, I kind of moved around today, and I was trying to catch it with everybody, man. I was trying to do everybody's stream if I could today, man. Real busy today. A lot of news broke out today, man. Even some NBA stuff. All I gotta say, man, today it's been a long day, man. Some crazy stuff to come out with Anthony Joshua and Jaime Munguia, man. Yeah, I want to see Jaime Munguia, Jared Hurd, man. I want to see that fight before I want to see Jamel Charlo, Jared Hurd. And I know that's gonna make some people mad, but to me, hey, man, look, man. It needs to happen now, man. It was somebody. Jaime Munguia is my guy. I ain't gonna lie. I support him as a fighter. But you're gonna talk. You need to go ahead and go do it. No more just running your mouth. You say you're gonna take out Jared Hurd. You need to go see that man. You do. You need to go see him. No, there's no excuse. Go see him. If you lose, hey, at least you fought him. If you beat him, you beat him. But if you beat him, you need to go see Jamel Charlo. And you beat him, you need to go see Jamal Charlo, just like you said. There's no excuses. I'm not just because I like a fighter, don't mean that they get to talk shit and get away with it. I call it just like Mikey Garcia, my guy. Calling on Earl Spence Jr., you gotta fight him. You have to. You've been calling him out too much now. If you lose to Robert Easter Jr., that's different. But if you beat Robert Easter Jr., your next fight has to be Earl Spence Jr. I'm just saying, there's no excuses. I can't defend guys. Jamel Charlo, hey, Erislandy Lara called you out. That's the best fight available for you right now. You need to make that fight. Whoever it is, you need to be fighting tough fights. No one gets a pass for me, man. No one gets a pass. Not even guys I like. That's how it works. If you're a real boxing fan, you would be hard on your favorite fighters too. So, man, in this sport, people say, well, you only get hard on the guys that you don't like. No, I'm hard on everybody. And if the best ain't fighting the best, I'm going to talk about it. So salute to Corey Lee Boxing, man, for letting me come on. Anthony Joshua, I know you saw this video. Fuck you. And salute out to you right now, man, because I know, yeah. But salute to everybody in the chat room. You know what I mean? Everybody subscribe to my boy Corey Lee Boxing and Larissa Dana Johnson. Also subscribe to my boy Black Horse and Promotions and World Breaker Fighting that came on today. World Breaker Fight also came on my stream earlier too. Everybody, please go subscribe to my boy World Breaker Fighter and Free 7A Sports TV. Go.
Yeah, man, and thank you guys for Cali Enigma coming on the show today. Thank you, World Breaker Fighting, for coming on the show today, and thank you for Black Horseman Promotions, another banger today, man. Thank you guys for everybody in the chat, man. Like I said, I'm gonna read off the last couple names that are in the chat still right now. Alex Santos, these are special shout out to you guys. Alex Santos, Ronald Finkley, Alpha Wolf 2. Boxing Counter Elite, Daniel Johnson, Capadonna, Reese Mack, DJ Yo, and
let me say this, Capadonna, man. Thank you for being in my chat earlier too. Capadonna is a real true stand-up dude. Man, salute to that brother, man. Capadonna, man.
Boy Capadonna, man. He already know, got love for him, man. He's been on the Wrench Gang for a while now, man. But yeah, man, and a Christian Kid Cast, shout him out. Quincy, appreciate it for the mix up earlier. You know, thank you for staying in and showing love, man. And like I said, man, this is Coy Lee's Boxing. You guys, please share this live stream that we did today, man. We put on a lot of valid points. We hit on a lot of subjects today. And this is Coy Lee's Boxing, man. I hope you guys were entertained, man. You guys have a great Friday, man. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night for the new live stream on Shobox, you guys.
Oh, peace not just out, that, guys. It's Usyk Gassiev Eve. Yeah. God damn it. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Coy Lee Boxing's #1 pound for pound fighter. Usyk fights. in 2 days, you guys. So Saturday,
shit, man, we've been waiting for this fight hella long, man. Shit, I was worried we was about to get canceled, push back again, man. We can finally get to see it.
Yes, finally put it to rest, man, and it's finally gonna go down. Who is the best at cruiserweight? The winner will move up to heavyweight, and then the fireworks begin, you guys, because I think Usyk does well at heavyweight as well. So watch out, you guys.
Now let's celebrate though. Undisputed. We get another undisputed in boxing. That's rare. Guys. Now it shouldn't be that rare, but it is.
You guys have a great fucking day, okay? And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, you guys.
Another banger, man.
Later.